See something. Go ahead, son. Colossians. Um, um, I had a couple of people call and people want to come and join. Honestly, those of y'all that looking want to come and join, slow down and wait. Cause right now, I take them in slow. I don't take folks. Ernie, how long I've been talking with you and been seeing you? You remember how long? June of 2016. Let's rethink this again. June 2016, first time you came. And then you see me again in what time, June? November 2016, because I came to the funeral in November 2016. Just by chance. What year is it right now, Ernie? Yeah, Ernie. I'm just looking. I'm like, Ernie, we out here right now, Ernie. I'm saying, like, I just met you last month. No, that's fine. And you just getting ready to get baptized, immersed this weekend. You know why? I don't move fast. I don't move fast. I did. Some of these people came in. It was a spree door open. They just came in. So I remember one time folks to come right down, folks to come straight in and get baptized. Get them in. You start realizing people's mind ain't that. A lot of people ain't just doing something. People see people doing something, and they got some other hurts or idea, and they figure, let me run go do something too. I need a change. Sometimes you'd be surprised what a T-shirt and a pair of drawers will do. People, I'm telling you, let me tell you something. I'm going to tell you something. When I put my drawers, they fit, they be nice. After you keep wearing, they get looser and looser. That's when you know you need to change. When your drawers start and stuff be wet, it's time to change them. How many of y'all put on your drawers first? You put they be nice and be like, ain't nothing like no Fred draw. After a while, them arms will drop down. That thing start getting loose. The drawers start opening up around the leg. If you know what I mean, it's time to go. Someone be like, for real? Yeah, some of them like, oh yeah. Then Zach sitting around saying, they wear drawers? So it's all different. It's all about how you look at a situation. Ain't that right? So sometimes change ain't run to a religion or run to a name. A lot of times people run, you know how many camps out here learning Yahuwah? But then they got so many other names, Elohim. They got so many. Don't run nowhere because you heard no name. Please don't. The best thing a person can do, get information. Unlike a lot of these people, I don't have no sign. How many times have y'all been told, bring a friend, bring a neighbor, somebody to serve with you? If anything I tell y'all, don't bring nobody. Because it's going to make me put in too much. I got to explain everything I'm saying to I got to go over stuff I shouldn't have to go over again, but you give people the courtesy. You got me? We should be moving life forward. When I get a visitor come there, it puts me behind. I got to come back and explain, because I can watch their face, and their face tells me, you need to deal with this a little more. I can say, bump them and let's go. No, because maybe there's something in it for them. Maybe they'll catch something, and maybe it'll enlighten them and get them where they need to go. If not, okay, so we got to keep moving. You got me? So people don't realize the doors are getting ready to close for a lot of these people. It's not, I don't have time to go back home and teach nobody no alphabet and teach nobody every arbory word that we've been taught. I just ain't got the time to do it. It does not permit it. See, this is a gate open for us. And it's only open for a certain amount of time. Y'all got it. There's a window open. Like people say, there's a certain window. They claim they go outside in the orbit and orbit the planet. They lie, they tell you. Just go with their lie like it almost. Well, like it is a lie. But they claim they had to come in through a window, and it's on a certain time. They claim they can't go in and out when they get ready. That's why they make them set so long. You got to wait for a certain window to come back. Again, all this is a lie now. Please do not go say I taught this. Some of y'all think Star Trek real. Y'all all right? I didn't never be on Star Trek. I did not want to wear that tight shirt Kirk had. I did not want it. Then I seen one nigga on that thing. I said, ain't going to make it. It just didn't. I didn't want to be nowhere with just no one nigga. You want someone, I want an abundance. You know what I'm saying? Folks on Star Trek start grabbing niggas. I don't want to be just two of us. And you know what I'm saying? We finna go. So, and let's look at this anyway. Colossians chapter 3 and verse 1. Listen.
If you then be risen with the Mashiach,
do what?
Seek those things which are above, where the Mashiach sitteth on the right hand of Elohim.
See that? He said, if you then be risen with the Mashiach,
seek those things which are above.
So now we're talking about then we're looking for higher gains. I said when you buy low. Isn't that right? When we saw the amount, when we actually purchased it, we purchased it when it was here. Y'all all right? We bought low. Isn't that right? And we looked at it and it right. Now we got greater dividends. Y'all don't look at this the same way? That's amazing how people got enough sense to look at the market. They don't look at investing in him. This is an investment. You know, if you sat down with a real financial advisor, they want to know, first of all, what you trying to do? Are you trying to count a day? I got investment people talk. They'll tell you, we don't even do day trade. A lot of people that serve you who are day traders. A lot of people that day traders. Because tomorrow you're going to be doing something else. You'll throw everything behind something and run and make a mess. I got day traders. Day traders will run for weeks. Some of them will run for months, even years. But eventually you'll stop. People that for the long haul, you know what they'll tell you? If we're going to do long term, what we're going to do, we're going to put our monies here because these are safe investments. These won't move as fast as traditional some will, but you ain't going to have the losses. And over the long period of time for what you're trying to do, this going to best suit you. That's why I'm this way. That's why I came this way. Because I looked the type of person I was. I was a fast runner, just do like I used to run real fast. And you saying I used to run real fast. A lot of stuff I did. Didn't have the patience for a lot of this stuff. But with this taught me patience. Y'all got me? It taught me patience. It teaches you humility. Isn't that right? You learn, just like how the market is, sometimes things can be good, sometimes things can be bad. You know what they typically tell you, though? That's when you don't panic. That's amazing. You got people do that. Anybody here long-term investors? One. Only one long-term investor. Two. Had any losses? Have you had any losses in your investing? Some. How many of y'all had some losses, some big losses? I did. How many of y'all still stayed? That's what you look at when serving Yahuwah. See, all these are things that come against us. Because when you can look at something and you can still believe it, and it's showing you directly, it's falling. You're losing right now. And you say, you know what? I'm going to wait because it's going to come back. Why would you not keep your money or keep your belief in something that's always up? It only came down one time. It only fell one time. Yeah, what you in, you up and down, and yet you'll stay with it, but yet when it comes to him, soon as something doesn't work the way you want, and a lot of times it's because of it's recompense for some of the things we've done, or it's to teach us patience. We automatically withdraw and pull out. Close the door, shut up, not communicate. You can look at some of y'all faces when you know you about ready to scheme or ready to run, go the other way. Looking for some of y'all get in bad relationships just so you can get into stuff. A lot of y'all look for stuff. A lot of y'all light something, you'll run to that damn door just to bust your head and blame it on your hood. Somebody turned that light off and, I'm going to pull out. I ain't going to be back. You're like, what? It's that real? You just a clumsy nigga. It ain't got nothing to do with you. You just clumsy. I'm going to be sad. I've been fighting. Because you ran your head into that wall. Your stupidity. We're going to blame this on him and pull out. But you're going to sit here and leave yourself in a bad market. You're going to stay in a bad relationship. You're going to stay in bad business deals. You're going to stay with bad ideology and won't move. That's crazy. That's crazy. I told you I had many business. I've done a lot of stuff. I don't count none of that toward my salvation. That has nothing to do with my salvation. That's all business. That's what business is. If it's for me a word to make, if it don't, oh, well, I'll do something else. That quick. You know what I mean? I ain't going to say, I must be going to hell. Because of some business? No. I'm like, hold on for a minute. We talking about practice. Hold on for a minute. We talking about practice? That's all I ever, hold on. We talking about practice. That's crazy. Let me get it straight. We talking about practice? I thought we were going to talk about something. I'm not counting no business toward my salvation. That's crazy. Business is what it is. It work, it do, it don't, it don't. Ain't got nothing to do with me being saved. All right. I put y'all whole heart and everything. A relationship. That ain't got nothing to do with me being saved. If somebody don't want to do it, don't. If I don't have somebody, it's for a reason. It's an emotional state you got to have a lot of times. A lot of y'all don't realize it's an emotional state. Some of y'all get so wrapped into a relationship, you don't need nobody. A lot of y'all who don't have anybody, you're not without a person for a reason. Some of y'all will find bad people to just make up for something. It's not without a reason. Like I said, if you then be risen with, seek,
those things
which are where?
Above.
Where's the person you date or the person you marry? Are they above? He even told her, he said, I'm from above, you from beneath. And then how is it that a person, a business I have wrapped up my whole life and changed my servitude toward Yahuwah. If I actually been risen with him, if I bought when it was down and I'm risen, I'm supposed to be seeking them things which are above. I ain't seeking no grave. How many times y'all think he's looking to die now? He's already done that one. Everything he's looking at is going up. Once he fell one, I ain't looking to fall no more. Are we good? Well, y'all mindset, y'all got to change y'all mindset. You're served broke. You're served just in so stupidity and not in the admiration looking at, this is the mindset I got to have. I'm invested. I'm fully invested. Everything I got is on this man. Everything I got on him. Y'all got me? Ain't nobody my mother, kids, wife, kinfolk, friends. Ain't nobody hear my salvation. I ain't got everything I got on you. I got everything I got on him. He said, if I've been risen, I'm supposed to see those things which are above. Which the Mashiach sat where?
On the right hand of Elohim.
What he want me to do?
Set your affection.
That's my loving feelings. On things
above.
And not
on things on the Aris.
For ye are who?
Dead.
And?
Your life is hid with the Mashiach in Elohim.
That's what I'm talking about. At the 91st chapter of the book of Tahalim. Y'all don't want to be scared now. Don't be scared to turn that heat on. It ain't on, is it? But it ain't on, don't worry about it. Just make sure we ain't got no little aftermath blowing or nothing. Whatever is dark is make heat. If you ain't warm, change your drawers. Because them piss them and get cold. And wind get it blowing. Hey, piss will be hot to start, then it get cool later, a little wind hit it. They be sitting there shivering. You'd be surprised. People got rat tendency, they just don't know it. People tingle in their draw, they just don't want to admit it. Put on some white draw. You said gold in the front. That's not 14 karat either. I'm talking about this rust. That's not rust, that's piss. Both of them even know, y'all ain't never seen no rust spot. No. How many of y'all seen rust spot in white draw? They gonna try it like white draw, they'll rust. People don't know that they'll rust. It is rust. Not in the back. The part in the back is not rust. The back part don't rust. They'll rust. They'll actually rust. They'll get a brown. Yeah. Now, if you got the same brown from the back in the front, I'm gonna need you to leave now. And that's not no mistake you put them on backwards either. But no, they're actually rust. They're going to check behind me and say, listen, I'm telling you, they don't know that. Yeah, will. They'll get up, that's rust. They'll start rusting. How many of y'all done seen it before know what I'm talking about? That's people, they think, they actually think I be just making up stuff. They'll actually rust on it. That's why I don't wear white cotton draw like that. Listen, if you want tight and white, you need to leave right now. Just go cut them. And they just cut the sides. They dumb sling over like, you know what I'm saying? Like some Daisy Dukes or something. Just don't do it. Something I know you hit right now, cover y'all, but just don't buy them. I mean, ain't nothing worse than a grown man sitting there with a pack of tighty whities. Just don't do it. You know good and well white drawers gonna tell her. If you ain't in the military, you don't need no white drawers. Isn't that right? Man, you mess around and make a cheeseburger with some white drawers, you're in trouble. Isn't that right? That man thing getting between them buns, well, you finna be in a mess. Isn't that right? Get you some dark colors so they just fade in. So that's why all my drawers brown. That could be dangerous too. Isn't that right? Listen, I don't know what's wrong with y'all people. Y'all ain't gonna get me off though. Listen what he said.
He that dwelleth
See, he that dwelleth
in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty.
That's what I'm talking about. So he told you you're dead and you hid in it. That's a secret place. See, everybody can't get in there. Y'all hear me? We got to get in it. He said, if you're going to dwell in the secret place of the Almighty, he said, you're going to abide forever. That's our goal. If eternal life is him and it's eternal life to know him, information. Through that information, it allows us to place ourselves somewhere. Y'all hear me? Information allows you to be in a certain destination. Y'all got me? That's how we know exactly about the returning. All these different things we look at, information. When you see all these things coming, what he told you to do? Why? Knowledge allows you to be in a certain place. You hear me? That's what we learned through that information. It told us you have to be in a secret place. It's secret because everybody don't know it. Yeah, it ain't for everybody to know. A lot of times, what we'll do, we'll have this strong urge to try to illuminate others, and it's not for everybody. A lot of times, people don't realize. I pick up people. I'm kind of different. I pick people up quick and just realize, I don't want to be bothered. You know what I'm saying? I just like, I don't want to be bothered. Sometimes some people can know too much. I heard a man say that once. It's the truth. Some people can know too much. And knowing too much just made me realize, I don't feel like wrestling with you. I ain't trying to fight everything you've been through and what you've been taught and what you think you know, and you're going to try to force it on me and try to send it and email it to me. If I was you, you know more than me, wait and see if I come to you. Let's just do that. Wait and see if I come to you. I ain't trying to follow no member. I just ain't trying to follow them. It be like you can get so much and some stuff. Time. Just wait. Just wait. Time will prove everything out. Sometimes people, I just got to get it. I got to try to show him. I got to teach him. It gets dangerous when you got to teach. You got to teach him. I got to show Pal. I got to teach Pal. This is dangerous. You start getting a sheep, grabbing the shepherd's leg. Stop. I need to try to show you something. He need to get that rod and beat that thing. Bah, kill it. It's crazy. Because it's supposed to be following. He said, oh, sheep just got him out there in front of it, kill it. They had a sheep one time they showed on the news. The sheep kept opening up the gate, letting itself out. They had on the news one time. The sheep had learned how to open that gate and just, other sheep staring at. You know what I'm saying? I walk up, shoot that bastard. Wow! I ain't got time to keep fooling with you. Keep bringing you, but you just open this gate. Ain't no other sheep, and the other sheep wouldn't follow. That's sure they realize. As smart as that is how you open that gate, I'm not going nowhere with you. That's pretty smart. But I guarantee I'm smarter than you. I'm going to stay my blade behind right here inside this pasture. You start finding other sheep, it get dangerous. People, just show you some stuff. Get dangerous, be like, best thing you going to do, because the bull said you can't hear. You know what get dangerous? You thinking you seeing something, you think you still inside the guideline, yet the guideline told you you can't do it, and you're going to still do it. And in your mind, you think you hear, you actually don't. You actually don't. Y'all hear me? Because if you heard, you'll do like he said, my sheep hear who? I do what? And what they do. So just hypothetically, if Leon was just saying he was over here trying to teach who but Canada, he just teaching, trying to, just going, just trying to show stuff. And right here is going to be a direct doubt. It's going to be a violation and a defect. Because if he heard his voice, he going to follow him. He done already told you can't hear without a teacher. And the fact, just hypothetically, you did not say, people say, people always got their own concept. It's bad. I know I heard Pastor say, Leon be teaching. I thought, because the nigga was asleep. People be asleep. They hear what they want here. Why would Leon do that? You know what I'm saying? Then I'm praying, but you be like, oh, you don't know what's going anyway. But where the problem would come in at is the fact that he would be violating something that he's saying that he doesn't do. Because he's saying he believes. So if he believes there's a criteria to go with, then he's got to be consistent. He's going to show inconsistency if he's going to yield to allow Leon to show him and expound some things to him. This is a direct violation of what he said he believes. Now, this is also showing him where he's transgressed at this point. Because if he believed, he wouldn't do it. A lot of stuff I didn't know. When I was watching this, I didn't know. We don't do all that. Then my brother tell me, stop it. Cut it out right now. Stop it. We're not going to do it because I don't believe you. So where the problem going to come in at, I'm going and yielded to something else other than what he told me. This not your operation. Y'all hear me? That's not your gift, and this is where the transgression come in at. Because a lot of people know more than me, but you ain't no teacher. Okay. You can go get his story. They give you more fast, but they ain't no teaching. They come out and getting the information of what you need to salvation. Because he got a certain criteria how it works. Faith come by hearing, but then he let you know what had to happen. You got to have a teacher. How they going to teach? They're going to have to be sent. So now you start looking, is he a teacher? Well, define teacher. Was he sent? What you mean sent? Because you can go and still be led. This is all nigga technicalities. When it start that story, you know you're in violation, and then you trying to fix it up. Y'all got me? When you talking about your life and you talking about your existing people, you just can't be chancing this stuff. Y'all got me? It's not chance. People, the whole pastor give that laugh. That's all you got to do. Come and try it. You better make sure you putting people on the pathway to salvation. Y'all hear me? Because a lot of us, we sway too much. And what get me with you guys, what I teach y'all is what I believe. If I don't believe it, I don't have no reason to teach it. Y'all got me? That's why I'm standing. Anybody going to tell me it don't work. It's working for me. I take it worked for me. I ain't tossed to and fro with no every wind of doctrine by the sleight of man while by they lie and wait to deceive. I'm not tossed. I ain't moved because no relationship or nothing else. It's about my soul being saved. Y'all got me? I ain't moving because of no economy or who's elected or whomever else or job market or whatever they got. All that's going to do what it's supposed to do. All I got to do is do what he told me to do. He take care of the rest. Y'all got me? My fear not in these people. Yes, being in the flesh, there is some carnal fear. Don't hit the people. I don't have no. Now you're going to be lying. You can be lying. There is some fear. Yahuwah had some fear. He didn't even want to told him to get no sword. He wouldn't have had no fear. He wouldn't have told him he didn't want to die. He be like, nigga, kill me, nigga. I don't want to die. I prove it out. Every time they came, he kept escaping. They know I ain't trying to just die. Don't allow that nigga like, man, I walk in front of the car, bam, now everything over with. Can't get, now you can't be, you done broke your done leg. See, a lot of y'all do stuff, you be running. Don't let nobody make no fool out you now. Feel good. Feel keep you alive. Run up on the wrong nigga, you ain't scared. You finna die. Y'all hear me? Bill can keep you alive. That's what's wrong with a lot of us. That's why when he came and spoke to us at the book of Allah Shamut. Allah Shamut, which means these were the names. You said these are the names? Seven. Goodness. I came on. Let me die. Let me die. Ooh. That's when you feeling good. Somebody got a gun, you be like, I ain't saying that. Leah, no, that's Bishop said that. Don't come here to blow your brain. You know, I was feeling good when I was singing that song. I mean, he said this thing was our born, and to give itself a ransom. When folk came to get it, man, you want to die? Man, a lot of stuff be said, yeah. I mean, that's a human factor, but then you got to go past fear. I have fear. Y'all all right? Yeah. Fear's when you need some. The book teach you that the beginning of wisdom, the fear of Yahuwah is the beginning of wisdom. Sometimes, see, a lot of folks say, so, you know, you can convince yourself in some saying, and sometimes some statements can be dangerous because people don't, you know what, you ain't supposed to have, he talked about how perfect love can cast out fear. When he talked about casting out, you can't cast out something that's not there. When it comes down to your fear keeping you from staying obligated. There's a difference. See, people don't, they take what they want to hear. It'll make no sense to tell you that the fear of Yahuwah is the beginning of wisdom, then tell you love that you don't have no fear. You got to pay attention. That's why people make a darn mess. Now to prove you ain't got no fear, you go do something stupid. Now you show them more stupidity. Y'all got me? You need fear. You just don't need fear that keeps you from staying consistent. Y'all hear me? Okay. Listen. Allah Shamut, 20 and 17. Listen.
Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's house. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife, nor his manservant, nor his maidservant, nor his ox, nor his ass, nor anything that is thy neighbor's.
What happened?
And all the people saw the thunderings and the lightnings and the noise of the teruah and the mountain smoking. And when the people saw it, they removed and stood.
And then what?
Stood afar off.
Yeah.
And they said unto Mushah, speak thou with us, and we will hear.
Lest what happened?
But let not Elohim speak with us.
Lest what happened?
We die.
Why were they worried about dying? Fear. Until they were removed, they were scared. What were they going to do? They were scared. They were scared. They feared dying. Listen to what he told them.
And Mushah said unto the people,
do what?
Fear not.
See, they'll let you know they were scared. Tell them what happened.
For Elohim is come to prove you.
Yeah.
And that his fear may be before your panim, that ye sin not.
So you hear that? Listen to the statement, fear not, but his fear supposed to be up for you. Don't worry about him killing you right now. But that fear should stay with you so it'll keep you from transgressing his word. Got it? Don't make sense to tell you not to fear. If I don't have no fear, then what's going to keep me?
Come on.
See, that's the difference. Unlike a lot of people, the reason why a lot of you guys here can do the stuff you do, truth be told, you ain't got no fear. Like the song says, I ain't no fear here. That's a true statement for a lot of you. Oh, you're afraid of running off a cliff. You're afraid of going broke. You're afraid of being homeless. But you ain't afraid of going to hell. See, that's the wrong fear. See, the fear you have is taught after the precept of men. And a lot of your fear is based on, it ain't so much the fear of those things happening, it's more the fear of how other people are going to look at you. That's the only reason a lot of us do what we do. It's because of how other people are going to look at us. It ain't because of the fact we look at, he sets high, he looks low. He regards or disregards. We don't fear that. We just worry about if other people see, if other people know, how they going to look at me. What's going to be their opinion of me? How are they going to feel about me? Versus, how about how I feel about you? I think you ought to go to hell. People ought to hear that from him from time to time. Then you'll realize, I need to change that opinion or that feeling, emotion he has about me. Which means in order to do that, you have to change the emotion you have toward him. That you regard, that you fear, that you stay consistent. But you guys don't do that. Let's see what happens. Finish that up.
And the people stood afar off, and Mushah drew near unto the thick Kashak where Elohim was.
Y'all hear that? Listen.
And Yahuwah said unto Mushah,
what did he tell him?
Thus thou shalt say unto the children of Yasharal, Ye have seen that I have talked with you from Shamayim. Ye shall not make with me Elohims of silver, neither
gods.
Ye shall not make with me gods of silver, neither shall you make unto you gods of gold.
Yeah.
An altar of arits thou shalt make unto me, and shalt sacrifice thereon thy burnt offerings and thy shalom offerings, thy sheep and thine oxen, in all the places where I record my name. I will come unto thee, and I will bless thee.
Y'all hear that? Pick me up at the book of Yaram Yahu. Ram Yahu. We'll be making some changes. Seven. Well, this is the 7-1. We'll drop down. Yaram Yahu. We got it still open, don't we? We're still open, right? We open? Okay, good. Yaram Yahu, 7-1. They'll call him Jeremiah, who was a bullfrog. Listen.
The Dabari that came to
White
Yaram
people
Yahu.
would do something like that. Won't love a nigga, but he'll make a bullfrog his best friend. Niggas just sing and dance and stuff. You don't even know when you've been insulted. White man, best friend is a bullfrog. Bullfrog ain't picked no cotton. Bullfrog ain't built no building. Isn't that right? Bullfrog ain't breastfeed their kids. But they'll sit and tell your face, Jeremiah was a bullfrog. He was a good friend of mine. Don't care nothing about us with all we've done, destroy and put this place together. We were here before they ever came. We were here before a white face ever showed up here. Nobody even talk about that, though. Nobody even want to discuss that, do they? All the time we put in this place. It's all over the globe. Historically, you can see all these different things and find it. Their disciplines have come along and have just basically just trampled all of our intelligence. All of our intelligence. It's just gone. Everything you said to call yourself astute to know, you know nothing. All you know is Greek philosophy, mythology. Everything they give, they have been mythology. And give you a class of mythology. Instead of just saying a class of lies. That's all. Why wouldn't they just tell you, say, listen, you need to take this class of lies. Why does everybody have to take Greek? How many of y'all gone to college and got a degree? Did y'all have to take Greek? You had to take mythology. You didn't have to take it. You probably went to school for nothing. You probably went to janitorial or something. Some stuff you don't have to give. The average, you had to take Greek mythology. At some point, you got to take it. Hey, what does that have to do with engineering? I'm going to tell you it does, because you have to lie. You have to fudge some numbers. Everything y'all here do had to do with it. You just don't know it. I'm just being honest because it's all a lie. When you start playing with numbers, you can make numbers say whatever you want to do. You can change demographics. It's a lot of stuff you can do. Everything. That's why you need no mythology. Because that's what they did to you. Everything's been changed. Y'all all right? A couple, and it's dangerous when we look at this place where we at and how we've inherited all this different stuff. We're dealing with these people. Just thinking. Let's look at this right quick. Let's see how this goes. Listen. We'll see how Yahuwah lead. Listen.
The Dabari that came to Yirmiyahu from Yahuwah, saying, Stand in the gate of Yahuwah's Beth, and proclaim there this Dabari, and say, Hear the Dabari of Yahuwah.
Dabari, for those watching, they called to hear the word. What did he say?
All ye of Yehuda,
what happened?
That enter into these gates to worship Yahuwah.
What happened?
Thus saith Yahuwah of hosts, the Elohim of Yasharal, Amend your ways and your doings, and I will cause you to dwell in this place. Trust ye not in lying Dabarim, saying, The temple of Yahuwah, the temple of Yahuwah, the temple of Yahuwah are these.
Yeah, what happened?
For if ye truly amend your ways and your doings.
How many times we've been told, been given the wrong places to worship? They've been telling us that the temple of Yahuwah been all these other things they've given us. All these other establishments. They've been telling us that's the temple of Yahuwah. They've been lying. He said, but I've told you what to do. You have to thoroughly amend your way. That means let's go through and completely change what you're doing. The reason why you'll find people digressing, because you hadn't thoroughly amended your ways. I watch them sad niggas look. Come on, man. Come on. Hey, nigga, what is wrong with you? I have a line right here. Y'all see, I just record some of these walks, some of them sad niggas, like I'm finna walk off the plane look. Like, nigga, what is wrong with you? Get a grip on yourself. If you're doing what you're supposed to do, it got to work out. He gonna put people in your, listen, he'll put people in your favor, it's gonna work out for you. You doing what you're supposed to do, it got to work out. It got to work out for me, but I ain't gonna serve like that. I ain't gonna serve like that. Y'all hear me? Once you start getting in pity and misery, you're gonna start finding excuses. I'm telling you, start finding excuses. Now you're finna go to your pickle. You're gonna find a cucumber, you gotta do something. Now you get worse and worse. Now, you know what happens? Once I keep going down that slump, now I'm ready to quit. It ain't hard to get defeated. Once you start and you leave it in your mind to judge and to come up with a right concept when you're already wrong, it get worse and worse. Last thing you need to do is you need to be the decider and dictator of your future. You need to know how to follow. Isn't that right? You got to know how to follow. That's the best thing. Follow. If you're following, doing what you're supposed to do, it got to work out. It got to work out. Y'all hear me? It's got to work out. If I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, how can it not work out? When he done told me all things, that means everything worked together. That means, not as your evil, how I'm going to receive good and not take evil too? How I'm going to do that? It's got to work together for the ta'u, but them that do what? If you love me, well, I love you, but I'm lying. I'm cheating, I'm manipulative, I'm deceptive. So don't use that statement. That does not fit you. It does not pertain to you. Y'all hear me? It's just like the woman trying to get water, then the sheep trying to get water at the well. I ain't even sent to you. He said, I'm not even sent to you. I'm only sent to the lost sheep of Yashraal. Y'all all right? People start trying to quote stuff in bad situations when you ain't even been consistent. Well, I know I'm finna start so it'll fit. Well, right now it don't. And this ain't no instantaneous work. You got to work to get to these points. You don't just jump up and make no statement out your mouth. I'm finna start lying 5 seconds. All things work together. Nigga, you got years of packed up lies, miles of lies. You don't want to put it out your mouth. That's when people want to start. When you start looking for things that work, you already got to have time in doing right. Huh? All right. All right. They're trying to help you. Walk on the job, just started there. They said we get paid days off. Typically, how they going to work? Accumulate time. I just started day one. So I'm finna get Christmas off and Christmas Eve. Paid anyway. Why not? You got no time in. But I just start lying right now. I'm finna get all the rites and ritual of people got time in to stop lying. Been immersed, been obeying. Even job realize, no, we ain't give you no day one. You got no time in. They can send in orientation. Don't nobody lunch. He might not make it through the orientation. How many lunches do we get? They don't want to talk about that, do it. Let's see what he told him. Listen.
If ye truly execute judgment
See that?
between an anus and his neighbor.
All this about being complete. It's us being complete. You got to complete. You can't execute part judgment. You got to make sure this stuff is right. It's got to be Sadiq. Listen.
If ye oppress not the stranger,
Yeah.
the fatherless, and the widow,
Yeah.
and shed not innocent blood in this place,
What happened?
neither walk after other gods to your hurt,
What happened?
then will I cause you to dwell in this place,
Yeah.
in the land that I gave to your fathers.
You know what's important about that? He that dwelleth in the secret place. Secret ain't for everybody. He told me it's given to you to know. It's secret. It ain't for everybody to know. We talk about the hidden truth, the hidden imat, because it ain't for everybody. Last year, y'all be trying to find people to get people. Y'all know what I don't need nobody to do for me? Find no members. People find me well on their own. You'll stumble across something or happen, you'll get it. I don't need no sign out there telling about it. People want it, they'll find it. It's for them. I don't need no fundraiser. We ain't had to sell no dinners. We ain't had to have no raffles. We ain't had to have no baby contests. We ain't had to do it. If you do what you're supposed to do, it got to work out. It got to work out. Who it's for intended, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. I had to turn some people around. Remember David came here, couldn't hardly raise his hand? Felt sorry for his hip, and I wanted. That was terrible. His hip, that's bad. I told you he wasn't getting in. When he said it hard against you, he ain't getting in. I'm just the man he got to tell you. Boy, it'd be rough, I had to tell you. I had to look in your eye and tell you, that's it. But I tell it to you. I tell it to you, keep it moving. Y'all hear me? Keep it moving. I got to do my job and keep it moving. A lot of y'all don't realize, man, that's a blessing. Don't think it don't hear me. That man, he was a giver. He was giving before he ever showed up. That don't buy nothing him. I tell him just like Cup said, man, your money perish. Y'all hear me? You're in a gall of business. Y'all hear me? Your money ain't gonna get, that man was giving better than a whole lot of y'all. He was faithful. Y'all know he been gone, he been giving. How much money I took from him, Chris? How many dimes? Not one dime. Nobody leave here don't take your money. If I put you out here tonight, I don't want your money. Tell them, take it back out of the offer bag, take it with you. I ain't gonna take that. I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna take your money. If I can't share it, I don't want your money. Take your money, y'all go to hell. I don't want it. I ain't gonna profit. I wouldn't let nobody take my. If you can't share me, why would I give you my money? All right. They don't think like that. I don't leave people on no fall hope. Maybe if I keep sending my money, maybe he'll let me in. Not at all. Not at all. Your money ain't gonna get you. What are you gonna do with it? Who already told you? He said, if I was hungry, I wouldn't tell you. He said, I own all the cattle upon 1,000 hills. I know all the fowls of the mountains by name. He said, I wouldn't tell you. The rich, he said, mine and the fullness thereof. He don't need nothing from us. But people have in their mind they can buy. That's what happened with these Christian religion. You got people on these certain donors get certain titles and get certain positions. That stuff not going to save you. They're not going to save you. You want somebody to tell you the flat truth, no matter you give a dime or $100. Isn't that right? You're going to be born again. Everybody, you must be born again. Who had to be born again? You had to be born again. Of the water and of the ruach. Got to have the mind and of the ruach. When they took him down there, they had to wash his body. Had to be born. The ruach what got him up. That's what you got to do. You'll make it in. You say you're rotten, you're wretched, you're crooked, you're defrauded, you're stank. Right, is that the truth? You know some of y'all stink. Don't even put on, I don't know how I can't walk out just no natural air. I keep cologne in the middle of my car. I got my car, I said, I'm that bar right, let me get that cologne. I don't know if I walk out here, man, walk in the middle of somebody poop. That man looking for a sweet savor and smell a hard fart. Not me. Not from me. Tell that not from me. Isn't that right? Got an aroma. He talking about a lifestyle with it. I don't want no stinking in nostril. Y'all hear me? All right, y'all do how you want to do now. Come on, finish this up.
Then will I cause you to dwell in this place, in the land that I gave to your fathers forever and ever.
Mm-hmm.
Behold, ye trust in lying Dabarim,
That do what?
that cannot profit.
That's what we looking at now. What do you want to know, Brandon?
Will ye steal,
And what else?
murder,
Uh-huh.
and commit adultery,
Yeah.
and swear falsely,
Yeah.
and burn incense unto Baal,
Yeah.
and walk after other gods whom ye knew not,
Yeah.
and come and stand before me in this Beth,
And do what?
which is called by my name,
And do what?
and say, we are delivered to do all these abominations.
That's what they did when they had Yahuwah there. They had Yahushua on the two. They thought they was able to do that. They didn't even pay attention to what they were doing. Nobody had paid attention to what they were doing. Let me see something, son. Pick me up at the your Ukanan. $19, $18. Oh, you'll get me, matter of fact, back me up and hear me get 1911. Man, one thing, ain't that when y'all built the Titanic right in that time? I know they called them out, they need a good shipbuilder. Well, I told you go for wood. Don't worry about it, Malcolm. They'll learn next time. You know, Noah told the people it's gonna rain. I don't know. Listen.
Yahushua answered, Thou couldst have no power at all against me, except it were given thee from above.
That's the same thing we gotta look at now. When the book asked her, how could one do what? And 10 and 2? Except, he said, except thou rock had sold us. Ain't no white man can do nothing with us. All the bullet gun he got, you couldn't do nothing to me except you who sold me. That's the only way he can do what he do to me. I'll break it back. I'll break your mama back. That's the only way he can do anything to me. See, we don't realize, you know what the problem becomes? We keep thinking that we are able to deliver ourselves when we realize our deliverance comes from Yahuwah. Truth be told, while we're in the predicament we're in right now, because we hadn't realized the only reason you're in this situation, he had to restrict us. That's the only way. Just like when they came down to Shamshon. See, people didn't realize why that happened. Yahuwah said he saw the occasion. So, man, let me tell you something. People don't realize these devils that you serve under did the same thing that you're doing. How many of y'all familiar with Pearl Harbor? What happened at Pearl Harbor? The who did it? Japanese bombed it. America set Pearl Harbor up to be bombed. They left people there so they can get involved in the war. They tell you about Pearl Harbor. America set it up to be bombed. They took out some top-rank people they needed and left some more. So it left them where almost like we didn't have no choice but to get in it. We really didn't want to get it, but you bombed. They left Pearl Harbor to be bombed. Just so they could get in, they could fight and beat the Japs. You know what Yahuwah did? Yahuwah let them take Shamshon, trick him, and cut his hair, and take out his eyes. Just so he could start a case again so he could kill him. He knew what kind of man he had said. That man's a killer. Huh? The man already done killed a lion. Huh? And he tore it just like a man would have did a kid. Yahuwah did the same thing when he sat down and said, this is my body. He ain't now just took it, just tore it out. Just took a lion and just ripped it, just like he would have did a kid. And gave it to him too. He should be called a Nazarene. He saw the occasion against him. He sat here and put this strong man here and let these people take his eyesight and do everything they did and cut his hair just so he could saw the occasion. He can come back and get him. What y'all think? These people that call themselves American, these Aryans, these people that don't even realize he's seeking occasion against these people. You know how long this been? These people been doing this. There's an occasion being sought against these people. They're in so much trouble right now. They're not going to tell people what kind of trouble they're in right now. They're going with the UN and put 4,000 troops on the border of Russia. Lithuania just hitting them other country. Putin, you know what Putin did? Putin did a robotic move. Who know what this is? Them missiles. He said, I got missiles already aimed at them. He got missiles aimed at all their troops, waiting on them. He let them know, and he said, and I'm building up my nuclear capability. He said when the U.S. was destroying and taking out, when they signed them treaties to get rid of their capability, Russia said, we didn't do it. Russia said, we didn't get rid of ours. They said, we got 1,000 nuclear weapons. He got a major problem with China. He got a major problem with China. This man got all kind of problems. He's fixed none of his problems in the Middle East. This man is not done. Listen, this man is in the worst shape ever. Obama and his cronies signed out today to ban the UN on giving up part of Jerusalem to the Palestinians. They're going to let them put a settlement down. They've been trying to become our own nation. See, if they become our own state and be recognized as a nation of people, then they join the UN Council, which means Israel can't bomb them anymore. Because now you can get international intervention. Well, Obama, I tell you, only he told me he was on vacation 17 days, that bastard signing bills. He done snuck in and sat here and hit them up. 12 of them already voted, they could give it up. But the incoming session, man, they got from Alabama, they already done told them that if the UN does it, they're withdrawing all their funds they get to the UN. The United States makes up 22% of their total gross money. So now you're talking about you're going to withdraw 22% of the money that the UN get. Now you just made yourself another enemy. You know if people that sit on the UN Council don't even pay? South Korea don't pay. Japan don't pay. A lot of countries don't pay. United States fund. A lot of countries that say they don't pay no money, let y'all bastards pay. That's why the UN run. That's why the US run it. Because they got everybody in their pocket. Nobody can't talk to them, they got their money. I'm the one funding it. I'm a major funder of the money, which is going to give me a bigger voice than anybody else. But now if you're going to take your 20% and run, your 22% and run, maybe now we'll start putting money and maybe we'll put you on deck. See, this whole thing will get real ugly real quick. I'm loving every bit. I ain't going to help these bastards. Any of y'all help them, I'm going to shoot you. I said, boss, you don't want to give me that gun. I'm just going to take that gun and shoot you. I ain't going to tell nothing. Bam! That's it. I ain't going to help these bastards do nothing. I'm not going to help nobody impress me and beat me, gun me, and shoot me. I sent a video out yesterday on the young lady in Texas that they threw on the ground who called the police because some dirty white cracker choked her 7-year-old son for throwing out a piece of paper. I told y'all, all white people are the police. They all think they're the police. What could a 7-year-old child that's not mine make me strangle them for? Call the police, white police come, and it's typical what he want to know is, so why your son threw the paper down? You ain't train your son back? She said, yeah, I trained my son. She said, just like anybody else kid, when they ain't in your presence, they're going to do opposite what you tell them. They don't give them no right to strangle them. What about your kid? Well, that landed her thrown to the ground, handcuffed, her and her daughter. They told me it was live. White folk don't care. What these cameras don't mean that get you a weapon. Let me tell y'all something, just be honest. We're going to have to be ready to go all the way out with these people. We're losing. We're losing. Do y'all know these police just had Walmart? Now they got Amazon pulling all Black Lives Matter shirts. The police union listen, they want all of them pulled. They feel like it's threatening to it. Black Lives Matter is threatening them. But they got shirts saying Cop Lives Matter. Walmart pulled. Don't buy nothing from Walmart. Damn them. Damn Walmart along with Target. I don't go to Target for nothing. You're going to sell out for these dirty, crooked white bastards and they shooting us down. They killing us. That's the problem now. We don't support. I know y'all got a lot of stuff in Walmart, ain't it? They'll be all right. Anybody don't, this is what I'm get. Anybody don't see the value of they can get your dollar, but they don't see the value in your life. Why would I give you my money? I'm going to go in the KKK store and buy something. And he's telling me we want niggas killed and hung. I'm the fool. I ought to get killed as soon as I spend all my money. Get these dirty crackers your stuff. Justin, you can go in there if you want to. Bring us something back. I'm going to give you my money. That one won't be lying. I'm saying, just go in there and get it. Now you just said, go in there and get it. I ain't going in there. I'm standing. You'll bring me something back out of there, right? See, this is when we can work together. You know, like if you need some pig feet or something from the black food market, or something, I'll get you something. You pick me up something from Walmart. But now we got to cut these people out. When people don't support our agenda, our need, and see the value in us living, why would you spend your money with them? That's crazy. That's an insult. What does it? Just show me one altercation Black Lives Matter have had with whites, where it's been killing, call them out their name, shoot them, or threaten the death of white people. How white people afraid of a group that ain't sitting here and tell me I killing them? But amazingly, I don't have them having no problem with Rainbow Push. They don't have no problem with Al Sharpton, what's his? Louis, the Nation of NIO. It's amazing though. None of these are terrorist organizations, but they're for the advancement of blacks. NAACP, I don't see them having a problem with them. But all of a sudden, a group called Black Lives Matters is the biggest national threat in America. That's scary. NIO ain't no problem. They done drug a million niggas according to they count. You know how they count. 1, 2, 3, 998, 999,000, 1 million. This a million. We got a million of us up here. These niggas, see, I'm the only one accurate. See, I've been counting mine down right. Nigga count 12 people, a million of them. I don't believe nothing they said. Who counting all them people? You know a nigga gonna get dizzy. You can't count no million people in your right mind. No good and real nigga gonna miss. Nigga, I give them nigga 101. They already 80. Let me start over. But you count a million niggas. How many of y'all done messed up counting 101s before? And you telling me you just count a million niggas? People just think I'm stupid, don't they? But I know a million when I see it. And there ain't no million. Tell the nigga anything. Man got 1,012,000, nigga. Get the right count. I'm telling y'all, that's why we got to organize. We got to strategize. We got to, you know what made, and Tim said it, he said it so correct, as I taught you. The reason why that could happen, there was no man in the home. You tell me that white man choked that little black boy, if a black man had been in their home. When the police been coming, they'd have been scraping cracker meat all off that driveway in that street. My son been choked. My 7-year-old son by a white man. We ain't finna do no talking. I don't talk. Hey, cracker! Ta ta ta! First I'm gonna beat this cracker. I ain't lying. I gotta put these hands on a nigga. It's not fair for you to just die. I gotta beat you to your death, then kill you. Man, please. I don't play no stuff like that. I don't play no stuff like that. Y'all all right? That's crazy. Man, please. Put your hand on my kid, man, please. Police come, it gonna be to take me to jail. I done killed you, cracker. See, it gotta be this point. What we scared of? They've already done deframed her. This is the problem. We got a young little black kid that's been injured. There's no, this how they get your mind off. Now the police officer gets 3-day suspension. The mother cracker's gonna chip in and give him his money back. This will be a minor scratch infraction on him. Won't hinder him from no job. Niggas be marching. We got him suspended. Nobody gonna talk about that cracker need to go to jail, put a hand on that black boy. Matter of fact, the cracker shouldn't be in jail. The cracker should be in the grave. Find his little cracker 7-year-old and choke him too. We got a handicapped, disabled black kid. I heard about him. Well, a white kid took a hanger, put it in his rectum, and kicked it in his behind with his foot. Oh, the judge done gave him probation. A mentally ill, handicapped child, him and his other white kid friends, took him, behind some bleachers somewhere, took a hanger, put it in his behind, and kicked and stomped it through. And they ruled probation. There's another cracker need to be dead. Wait, this is what I don't get. You talking about heart handicap. That's what I'm looking at. Be a real white man. You come put down your where I put on mine. Let me see you do that, man, your hands up. Then I can respect you. You come and you tell me you going to do that to me. Hands up. This me and you, I want to see you try this. You give me a hanger and you get one. That cracker ain't going to have no wrinkle when I get him on that hanger. I'm telling y'all, this stuff got to stop. Now, you know, here we go again. Ain't no father in the home. Because here's another case where I'm going to tell my son, you can't identify him. Once he tell me that's him, don't tell the police. He dead. I got to kill him. I can't afford for white justice. Bad move. Y'all need to go home and watch. Y'all need to watch as soon as the Shabbat ends. Time to kill. Samuel, just hold it right there. Now I said, that's my eye. That's the same eye I had. Y'all see how that eye, how many, that thing said, I don't know how they made his eye do that number here. Ta, 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 ta. That's how you do it. Huh? They kept talking, they got them frustrated on there. Hell yeah, I killed them. I hope they burn in hell. I said, that's it, boy. Raped their daughter, took whole beer can. And no, it's a movie, but the sad part is, this is a movie that comes from fact. Whole beer can. It ain't like this don't happen in Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, South Carolina, Louisiana, Texas, in Wisconsin. Ain't none of these states exempt. Everybody put that junk on the side. The rest of these done states got the same junk. New York, one of the worst states you're going to find. When people fled from here from the South for slavery, niggas don't even know they sold you back through New York. Niggas got I love New York. Go to hell with it. They don't even know they sold them back through New York. New York responsible for selling more people back into the South. Know nothing about these crackers. Blood boy, I get so mad with these people. Then we're going to sit around. I keep telling you, you can't call the white police on the white police. That does not work. And you can't keep sitting back idly letting it happen. It keeps happening because there's no response from us. Once there's a response, they can lay me where they want. Go to hell. Yeah. I'm sick of what else you going to do as you ain't done? Right. These are our kids, our women getting thrown. They ain't going to let me throw no white woman to the ground. Say and throw that big woman on the ground and roll around with hand, and you gonna snatch over on anybody with hand, no, you just tighten the hand because they gonna keep cutting in her wrist. That nigga knew what he was doing. Hope he die and go to hell. No repentance to him. And lock the door, don't blame the daughter for cussing him out. Trashy bastard. That's right. Because no man in the home. Man been home, he been shooting. He'd have been labeled a terrorist. That white police with his dog Klan suit on, with a gun and a badge, who done over-exercise authority he don't even have, he ain't a terrorist, though. What was that right there on that black girl and that mother being thrown, and little kids say, I get choked for throwing down paper. My mama get thrown to the ground here and get drugged, and my sister. What was this? This wasn't terror on this kid's face? This wasn't terror to this mother and this daughter? And we sat back idly by. And Malcolm said, it's going to be a turning, though. Huh? You know what they wish not? Our hair growing back. They're not paying. Why they making sport of us? They're not paying attention though. Our hair growing back. They ain't been paying attention. They ain't paying attention. They were sitting there laughing, playing with each other. They ain't pay attention. Then we cut his hair. By that time, the buildings start coming down. Infrastructure. That's where everybody else learned it from. You know what he wanted to know? I didn't know that if I can just touch the pillar, they'll hold the very foundation. So I can shake it. I got to shake this place. See these people making a fool. Y'all see the other group they call ISIS? I used to look at all these people with, these people crazy. Islam, please let me say, all Islamic religion is trash. So please don't call me out of the hell. I don't believe in nothing you're saying. I don't want to hear it. But I looked at these people at one time like, these people are crazy. Your religion is crazy. But the fact that how they did stuff and why they blowing up and bombing and why they fighting and killing, because they're oppressed. These people have been oppressed by whites a long time. And a lot of these people they fighting, these are their children. But you didn't know that, did you? Pick me up at the book of Barashit. Y'all give me a minute, problem? Let's see how that work out now. I'm out here. 10. 1. Listen.
Beginning of verse 1.
That'd be fine.
Now these are the generations of the sons of Nuach.
What happened?
Shem, Ham, and Japheth.
Oh, what you got? Oh. These are the Hebrew terminologies. Who made the bill? He brewed it. Hebrew etymology. Oh, good. I'm out here now. We out there now. Don't worry about it. It's which we know it to be Barbarian. See, everybody follow from us. We spell New Ark, the nun, the u, the ark, which is the past, which is the final form of the kaf. Y'all got me? So you have the nun, the u, and the ark, which is the final form of the kaf. So they can't defend nothing they got. Nothing. Everything we got, we can defend. See, everybody learn from us. This they know what you find to know. But look how they spell soy, noach. So they learn to follow from you. But see how they disguise your writing? This is their Hebrew. And their etymology is actually Abari. We didn't make this up. See, this is stuff they make up from their Greek, from their Latin. They know it's Abari, they just use an I. They know it. Look it up in the look up the etymology of it. Everything they got, these people steal from us. So they know how to change up. They even know it, they try to spell it with N-O-Y. They never showed you that in your Bible, though. They know how to pronounce it. They had to pronounce it Noach, just like we do. But they throw you out because they leave you him. And they leave you him. Listen.
Now these are the generations of the sons of Noach.
Come on, son.
Shem, Ham, and Japheth. And unto them were sons born after the flood.
What happened?
The sons of Japheth, Gomer.
What they're going to call after the flood, they're going to call it actually. It's called deluge, which means severe flood. This is actually what you're going to call it. Got too far out there. Severe, that was it, wasn't it? S-E-R-V-E. Severe, that's not. Hold on, S-E, hold on. What is it again? S-E, yeah, V-E-R-E. Severe. Well, it depends on where you're at. It's actually severe flood. It's just all they terminology. That's how they get you. They start throwing words on you, make a fool out you. Make you think they learned something. Or try to just talk. Everything they find, white folk find, they just actually just try to talk around you. So don't let them make no fool out you. They're going to call it deluge, which is going to refer to a severe flood. Y'all hear me? When they refer to Noach, they're going to refer to him as his time period, or dealing with him, they're going to refer to him as the doctrine they're going to use, not us. Goodness. Abrahamic. There's a doctrine that some of them are used. Listen.
The sons of Japheth, Gomer, and Magog, and Madai, and Javan,
and when you
and
deal
Tubal.
with these Gomer, Magog, you're going to deal with regions like Russia. Mostly northern Russia, and an area they're going to call what? What's the other area across there? Asia, which is actually Greek. See, all of these continent names you have are all Greek. Asia is not the original name. That's actually Greek. This is what they tell us. Just like Africa. They give us Africa because they stole everything. They stole their discipline. I told you they have been largely influenced through the Mizraim teaching. Y'all got me? So don't listen to these people. These people make a fool out of it. We talked about before the general. I'll give you a full name before, but Publius. Cornelius. African. The white folks call this Afrikaners. But they can't do nothing. Afrikaners. No, that's not African. They'll be all right. Damn, I'm anyway. But they're generally name themselves after. That's why they thought it was actually Africa, his last name. But the whites will refer themselves as Afrikaners because they're going to refer back to him. See, these white people they know what they've done for a long time. I told y'all before we talked about this. Whenever you hear these whites tell you they're Afrikaners, they're referring back to their great general. He was a Greek general. Time period was somewhere between 183 and 230 BC. So to watch these people. They're great generals. He's considered one of their most greatest generals. Now, who they always tell you about their greatest generals? Who are their greatest fighters they always give? Alexander the Great. You don't hear about Napoleon. You don't hear about all his other. You don't find all his other kings. He's going to tell General Patton. But they never told you about this guy, Publius Cornelius, African. They never told you about him, did they? Well, we taught about him in school. He's considered to be one of the most elite generals. He's the man they come along because he took the name from Mizraim. Mizraim actually spelled it, oh goodness. The name actually came from Mizraim. Mizraim is where they took the name from. So you got to find their general from, their Greek general took his name from Mizraim, which was the name he gave for the region that's actually Cush. Y'all all right? You need to know this. You need to know about these people you're dealing with. All of them are dirty, low-down, rotten bastards. Every one of them. Hey, listen, eventually they'll kill me, whatever. The hell with all of them. Our people dying. Y'all hear me? We dying in mass, gross numbers. Mass numbers we dying. And the only thing we keep coming up with is foolishness and stupidity. That's all we got, foolishness and stupidity. Still praying, still buying these people junk. They Christmas junk. They New Year's junk. All they leave them folks junk where they let that junk rot. They all going to hell together. They make a fool out of them. They're making a fool out of us the whole time. Y'all make sure y'all check behind them. Don't let me lie to you. You've been lied to enough, right? See, when you watch these people, they cut on. You got to watch them. All of them dirty. See, they got a doctrine too. You got to watch them for them. You watch these when you watch these Muslims. Muslims, musty, same thing. They have a doctrine from their Quran. Quran. It says Quran. Run and go to hell. I ain't heard nothing from you all week. This is their word for their scriptures, which is the Surah. They have 114 chapters. So you deal with the Muslim with their Quran, they have a Surah. The other spelling is the S-U-R-A. Or you'll find it short, the S-U-R-A. S-U-R-A. Or S-U-R-A-H. It's referred to as scripture. Now you want to know their story about the ark. Concerning the ark, we'll talk about that story. But we'll listen to what he told again. 10 and 1 again. Listen.
Now these are the generations of the sons of Nuach,
Yeah.
Shem, Ham, and Japheth. And unto them were sons born after the deluge.
Listen.
The sons of Japheth, Gomer, and Magog, and Madai, and Javan, and Tubal, and Meshach, and Tiras. And the sons of Gomer, Ashkenaz, and Rephath, and Togarmah. And the sons of Javan, Alyasha, and Tarshith, Kittim, and Dodanim. By these were the isles of the Gentiles divided into their lands.
You see that? That's how you got all your northern part of Russia. That's how you got all your part of that, what they'll call Asia. All these different areas you're going to find them down. This is where these Gentiles come from. Y'all got me? What is the word for these people, what you call them? The action they had for them was actually called Caucasianoids. If people call them Caucasian, they're actually called Caucasianoids. Y'all got it? So earlier referred to a light skin. People didn't know white. Caucasianoids are what they're called. You hear people use Caucasian, they're Caucasianoids. Y'all got it? The reason why you need to know this because back in the 1700s is when you're going to have a problem with these Caucasianoids. Because they were barbarians. That's amazing. Aryans. When they tell you they're Aryans, they're actually referring to them being barbarians. You just don't know it. They got to move it. You ain't going to believe what it's called. Conan the Barbarian. Okay. They tried to tell you. Or should we say Caucasianoid, the Aryans. Same thing. You didn't know about these people. You know about them, you didn't know about their invasion in the 1700s. I told you before they came down, they tore down the dam. That's how they got into it. They flooded out the land. And that flood can't wash away land mass. So automatically we start diagram, letting them give them our geological locations and telling them where we weren't and water divide us. And that water divide, we were already spread across this place. White people ain't took us nowhere. We've already been in these places. But see, think of the transatlantic slave trade. They dropped us. They lied. We were already in these places. But the lie is that they done sailed the 7 seas. They tell them dropped us all off in these places you couldn't have. We were already there. But when they tore down the dams and the water, the oceans came down the flood. So you have another, what we're going to call deluge, which is a severe flood. What you think will happen? They got a man-made lake right here in Carter's Lake, right here in Georgia. Who know about Carter Lake? You go up 75, go to Tennessee, you'll see a sign saying Carter's Lake. You ever notice that sign? Carter Lake water is over 300 and some feet deep water. Over, man-made. If you tear that dam down, they say water come all the way to Atlanta. They'll put Chatsworth, Calhoun, all of them under 40 foot of water. Which means you're going to wash away land mass. When that water comes through and wash away land mass, you're going to divide and put people on different sides. So now you're going to tell the story of how you took a ship and dropped those people off. But the people are already there. Lake Lanier, you talking about over 100 and some feet deep. How deep is that? 160 feet? The Buford Dam, exactly. That water is over 160 feet deep. That water that comes from north part of Georgia flows all the way down into Florida. If you tear that dam down, guess what's going to happen? You're going to wash away land mass. And you're going to sell a lie of you took ships and you sell people and you put them over there. And people are already there. The water just divided and cut us off. You just don't know. When you don't know, you just don't know. These people been making a fool out of us. See, all these churches, everybody, nobody exempt. Everybody got the information. Oh, I know this. I hope you go to hell then. If you left people in the darkness, I hope you go to hell then. Why wouldn't you tell us this? Why would you let us go around and tell people we African and we refer back to being Greek dominated? So when white people been saying they've been Afrikaners, the whole time they know what they've been saying. The whole time they knew that. Why didn't you say you were African? Whites will tell you they're African. You will not find whites tell they're African. They'll tell you they're Afrikaners. With the C. I told you what the C was for, the domination of the Caucasians. They've always known what they've been doing. The only niggas been us. The people sitting over don't even know who they are. They don't even know. They don't have no geological location other than what whites have given them. End of our night, when it comes up, it's always refuted. If there ain't a white man book published with a white man backing, with a white man label sold in a white man store, then it ain't true. They ain't gonna take it. They gonna tell your stuff is called a folk's tale. Your folks, meaning your people told a lie. This man is the originator of the folk's tale. Every story he got is a folk's tale, which means your people are liars. Why would you let somebody sit and tell I'm going to tell you a folk's tale? I don't hear no more of your people lies, nigga. So we got to start learning when you being insulted. Man going to tell you he got a done library. They going to tell you, it's library. It's a library. I'm going to play with a bunch of done lies in there. You done buried the done truth. Your lies done buried the truth. You don't even know where you at. See, I don't want to be running around talking, folks don't need to hear something. I'm telling lies. I done buried the truth. All right. They're on top. It's a library. Hey, to give me, you said a lie. The whole time I'm telling you, it's a library. You done buried the done truth with your lies. It just make you so mad. We've been so displaced. They hear us say, we're going back to Africa. In the 70s, how many of y'all grew up in the 70s? In the 70s, early 70s, before we got in the 78 and back, the early 70s, they'll remember there was a large mass of people wearing the afro. The pig had the black and had the green and the red. Or you had the fist. Everything was Afrocentric. Here we go again, had us right up under Greek domination. It was dashikis. It was mood. They don't remember the mood ring, do they? Blacks were wearing stuff, they were wearing beads. Crackers didn't like it, so you know what they brought out? Hey, hey, what's the matter with your nigga wrote? That stuff what? Look at mine, don't it shine? They put us in the Jerry curl. You remember that song? They used to say that. What's the matter with your afro, nigga roll? That stuff don't even grow. Look at mine, don't it shine? They moved us. Listen, by then we were conditioned to start going to the, Mike brought it out. Mike took it back there. He want to rock with you now. All night, dance with you to the sun. Cut it down, had them roll. Everybody got rid of afro to get a curl. He used our own people to delusion us. Deluge, severe flood. We start getting flooded with the library. We got deluged. We got flooded with the lies, with the hairdos. He got us. You didn't believe he started moving us to then. Glad bottom shoes. Clap your feet together, nigga, like Dorothy. You don't remember them. They called crayons. You remember that? Y'all remember the shoe? They were black material. They was like a cloth material, and they were orange. The heels up and the bottom. You remember that? They called them crayons. Hold on. Who remember those glad bottom shoes? They had them. You remember, don't it? They were black. What a black material, and they used to call them crayons. She had a pair. What was the name? What name did you hear, Smitty? The name of the shoe. Let's call them crayons. Crayons. She gonna say, Croc ain't listen. Say what you gonna say. Talk nigga like. She said they might swing the camera. Crayon. Cron. Nigga, crayon, same thing. Yeah, that's how they got her. So doing Cretan's game to us. Cretan. But see how we've been played the whole time? Them glad bomb shoes, you supposed to slap your foot together and say no place like home, you already at home. Just like that white heifer, she knows she belong up with the monkeys. That wicked witch. Where does that heifer belong? Oh, you know you lived out. Playing telling them lies. Soon as she woke up, them same niggas that she was running with was in her house. She said, you were there, and Auntie M, damn right all y'all were there. Trying to play with my emotions. It's irritating, man. You don't sit around you YDP, they don't played us. All this stuff refer to their barbaric way. They'll tell their Aryan, they're exactly right. They tell their poor blood, their language. They're exactly right. Their language changed when they start getting introduced into what's it? You need to know this. Indo-European. That's the name of their language. The reason why you didn't know about the Indo-European, because we're going to read down, you don't know about that. Okay? Let's see something. Let's jump out and finish reading this 10th chapter. Boy, we all over the place tonight, ain't it? There's some stuff we can't afford to be without anymore. He told her we destroyed for lack of this. He ain't lying. I can sit here and watch you talking about you want to go back to Africa. He just laughing that whole time. So you want to go back to Greece. Listen.
By these were the isles of the Gentiles divided in their lands.
See that? That's how the isle, they were divided in their land. The isles, you want how they out by the isle. You know what the isle is? This is an isle. He talking about coastlands. This is an isle. They tell you, get out the isle. You think that's an isle and no, it's actually talking about their coastlands. Listen.
Every one after his tongue.
Listen.
After their families and their nations.
Listen.
And the sons of Ham, Cush, and Mizraim, and
I hear
Put.
that? They're now Cush, which is going to further who they're going to call Ethiopia, which actually the Greeks. Let's see. What is it? AICNIT, ancient? I thought I-E-N-T, ancient Greeks. I got the T. I mean the N. Commence Ethos, something like Ethos, Aithioops. And it meant color or blacks. This is what the ancient Greeks called you when they came down and saw you. The land they called Ethiopia. The ancient Greeks had already names when they saw you. Refer to your color, your black. Same thing, Cush. This is what the ancient Greeks call you. Aithioops. Let's finish reading. He told you about the sons. The sons of Ham,
Cush, and
Cush,
Mizraim,
and Mizraim.
and Phut, and Canaan.
The reason you know about Put, because Put is going to refer you to a country as well. Libya. Libya are the children of Put. So you got to look at these countries. These countries all have allegiance together. Mizraim, Libya, and Ethiopia. These all people have allegiance. Hold you got right quick. Look and see it at the book of Yakaziel. See that 37 kind of miles. See. Might be 38. Let's see if it's 37. Y'all all right tonight? You teach these kids more history, what these crackers gonna give you? Is it 37 and 1 is what I want? Let me see. Listen.
Probably 38.
38 and 1.
Yes, sir.
Listen.
And the Dabari of Yahuwah came unto me, saying, Ben of Anus, set thy panim against Gog, the land of Magog.
See that? Now he just told you what to do. He says, son of man, which is actually going to be Ben of Anus. He told him to set his panim, which is his face. Where?
Against Gog, the land of Magog.
Yes.
The chief prince of Meshech and Tubal and divine Ruach against him.
Yes.
And say, Thus saith Yahuwah Elohim, Behold, I am against thee, O Gog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal. Mm-hmm. And I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth and all thine army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords. Persia, Ethiopia, and Libya with them, all of them with shield and helmet. Mm-hmm. Gomer and all his bands, the house of Togarmah of the north quarters, and all his bands, and many people with thee, be thou prepared, and prepare for thyself, thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them. After many yamim thou shalt be visited. In the latter years thou shalt come into the land that I brought back from the sword, mm-hmm. and is gathered out of many people, yeah. against the mountains of Yasharal, yeah. which have been always waste, but it is brought forth out of the nations, and they shall dwell safely, all of them. Yeah. Thou shalt ascend and come like a storm. Thou shalt be like a cloud to cover the land, thou and all thy bands, and many people with thee. Thus saith Yahuwah Elohim, it shall also come to pass that at the same time shall things come into thy mind, and thou shalt think an evil thought, and thou shalt say, I will go up to the land of unwalled villages. I will go to them that are at rest and dwell safely, all of them dwelling without walls and having neither bars nor gates, to take a spoil and to take a prey, to turn thine hand upon the desolate places that are now inhabited, mm-hmm. and upon the people that are gathered out of the nations, which have gotten cattle and goods, that dwell in the midst of the land. Sheba and Dedan and the merchants of Tarshish, with all the young lions thereof, shall say unto thee, Art thou come to take a spoil? Hast thou gathered thy company to take a prey, to carry away silver and gold, to take away cattle and goods, to take a great spoil? Therefore, Ben of Anus, divine Ruach, and say unto Gog, Thus saith Yahuwah Elohim, in that yom, when my people of Yasharal dwelleth safely, shalt thou not know it. And thou shalt come from thy place out of the north parts, thou and many people with thee, all of them riding upon horses, a great company and a mighty army, and thou shalt come up against my people of Yasharal as a cloud to cover the land, it shall be in the latter Yamim, and I will bring thee against my land, that the heathen may know me, when I shall be consecrated in thee, O Gog, before their eyes. Thus saith Yahuwah Elohim, art thou he of whom I have spoken in old time by my servants, the Nabah of Yasharal, which divine Ruach in those Yamim many years, that I would bring thee against them. And it shall come to pass at the same time when Gog shall come against the land of Yasharal, saith Yahuwah Elohim, that my fury shall come up in my panim, for in my jealousy and in the fire of my wrath have I spoken. Surely in that Yom there shall be a great shaking in the land of Yasharal, so that the fishes of the sea and the fowls of the Shamayim and the beasts of the field and all creeping things that creep upon the Aritz and all the Anus that are upon the panim of the Aritz shall shake at my presence, and the mountains shall be thrown down, and the steep places shall fall, and every wall shall fall to the ground. And I will call for a sword against him throughout all my mountains, saith Yahuwah Elohim. Every new sword shall be against his Aki, and I will plead against him with pestilence and with blood, and I will rain upon him and upon his bands and upon the many people that are with him, and overflowing rain and great hailstones, fire and brimstone. Thus will I magnify myself and consecrate myself, and I will be known in the eyes of many nations, and they shall know that I am Yahuwah.
That's what I'm talking about. See, all this thing he done, he's seeking occasion. He's going to take her back, and he's going to be a place without wall. He told her he's going to be the wall of the city. Because he know with no wall, they're going to feel like our defenses are down. They're going to feel like they're going to be able to come up against us. It's all going to be a snare to these people. And they come up, he said, I'm going to be magnified. And all these nations don't know him. See, this whole thing they've been doing, it's a plot. It's a plot, and it's thickening every day. He's going to let all these nations, they all gather, because right now everybody gathering to get themselves together. He told her that nation going to rise against nation. Nations are getting together right now. Huh? Look, Russia and Iran ain't never been together. Turkey along with Iran, which are going to pull other countries in with them. United States is losing influence with people. Russia also going to pick up, they also with China picking up China, and they also picking up the Philippines. All these countries are coming in together, and all these people eventually going to turn toward us. He's going to return us back, and these people are going to turn their hands against us. Make no mistake, they're going to make themselves, everything you just heard, you've heard part of this already. Pick me up and see what happened in the second chapter of the book of Acts of the Apostles. 2 and 14. You talk about these people going to hook right up with Russia. Hook right up with China. All these people, Libya, all these people. We've been sitting around talking about Gaddafi. Damn Gaddafi. Gaddafi tried to go and try to steal it way into Africa. People don't know nothing about Gaddafi. He just got traded on because he made deals with these people. You made deals with the devil, what you expect him to do? Kind of like they told a man about a snake. They told a story about a snake. Said the man ran the snake over, got in the car, took the snake, healed the snake up, took the snake home, took care of the snake. Said the snake bit it. He said, ah! Said, you know I was a snake before you got me. What do you think I was going to do to you? Anybody made no deals with you you had done deserve for in the burn. Like us, we deserve for. What history showing you they have done you right? So what were you expecting? What history do you have that they ever done you right? From the time you met that white face, from the time you've engaged with that white face, from the time you got that you let that white face in your house, you let that white folks, what them white face educate your kids, that white face have funded you and medicated you. When has it ever been to your good? So you was a snake when you got it. You don't want to hear that, but I told him like it is. Acts 2 and 14, let's see what he told them. Listen.
But Kaf, standing up with the 11,
lifted up
his voice, and said unto them,
Ye who?
Anus of Yehuda, and all ye that dwell at Jerusalem, be this known unto you, and hearken to my Dabarim.
For these
are not drunken as ye suppose.
sin.
It is but the third hour of the Yom.
But this
is that which was spoken by the Nabah Yahuwah.
Listen.
And it shall come to pass in the last Yamim,
that what happened?
saith Elohim,
That what happened?
I will pour out of my Ruach upon all flesh, and your sons and daughters shall divine Ruach.
See that? Meaning we're going to see it. He getting us information so we can see it. See, these last Yamin is allowing us to see this stuff. The Kazum, we getting to see the vision. We see this stuff coming to pass. Tell her what happened.
And your young Anus shall see Kazun.
Yeah.
And your old Anus shall dream dreams.
And what happened?
And on my servants and on my handmaidens I will pour out in those Yamim of my Ruach.
What happened?
And they shall divine Ruach.
Listen.
And I will shew wonders in the Shamayim above.
Like what?
And signs in the Arits beneath.
I can't imagine what he could possibly show me.
Blood.
Blood?
And fire.
And fire?
And vapor of smoke.
He told me they're going to cover it just like a dark cloud. What you think they bombs do when they explode? Smoke, make it dark, you can't see. Blood, he just told you that in the book of Yekaziel. I'm going to show you blood, fire, and vapors of smoke. Listen to what's going to happen.
The sun shall be turned into Kashak.
See that? Listen.
And the moon into blood.
And what happened?
Before that great and notable Yom of Yahuwah comes.
See that? And listen what happened.
And it shall come to pass.
And what happened?
That whosoever shall call on the name of Yahuwah.
Do what?
Shall be saved.
That's why you don't need this information. Huh? Something gonna come to persuade your decision. Gonna get you out of doing what's convenient. Huh? And get you to commitment. Get you convinced. When all this happened, he said this is going to convince them that I've already told you this is gonna happen. I'm going to put you out here as a prey, and he's going to think that you've been caught out here in the wilderness, just like Pharaoh did with you. Pharaoh thought that you were sat there, you were in the wilderness, he could get to you. And he didn't realize Yahuwah had set a wall between you and him. You didn't even have a wall built in Jerusalem you had now. Yahuwah came and put fire between you that one couldn't come over to the other. Okay, don't worry about it. The same thing going to happen again. Huh? He told you about the Ma'im. You didn't know about it? Because the last end, it's going to be like a deluge. It's going to be a severe flood. There's going to be another severe flood, people. You know what they do when get ready to be bad weather? He give us the teruah. He give us the teruah. Where you think they got that noise from? Everybody been watching. That's to warn you. He give us one. You know how he told me to do it? Told me to cry aloud. Spare not. Lift up your voice like a teruah. And show my people their transgression. And the house of your cove their sin. It's coming to pass. Mr. Yahuwah said it. It's coming to pass. Know what I see? I see blood. I just see blood. It got to happen. He been telling you they're going to have blood, fire, and vapors of smoke before that great and coming Yom of Yahuwah. It's got to happen. Look how they dropping all these bombs, tearing up and destroying. Aleppo, that's our city. You know what they said? They got everybody out. Yahuwah prepared the place. Huh? He prepared the place so he can bring us back. People don't realize fire is good for purifying. But you don't know that, do you? Come on and finish looking at this by the sheets so I can get through and let them go. This ain't never boring, y'all. We don't need to talk about stuff like this. They don't need to know nothing about it. Just tell the people you're African. Tell them you Greek. Ricola. They ain't told us nothing. I got teachers teach history here. They don't tell us this stuff, do they? Geography, they don't tell us. Because that just show you how controlled and condensed the information is. They don't even tell your kids enough about Africa because you keep telling them too much, you're going to start getting inquisitive. And inquisitive is going to bring you into more information and make you look at information. Then they give you, all their textbooks are exhausted. Teacher tell it, if it's not in the textbook, then I don't know why we're discussing it. So I made the book. I wrote it, I put the pages, the number of pages, I put the information on the pages. If it's not in the page, where did you get your answer from? That makes your answer wrong. When you spell a word, you're going to grade that word. Y'all told me I spelled this word wrong. And the reason you told me that because you can look in the dictionary. And the dictionary clearly tell you that I spelled it wrong. Which give me an opportunity to get it what? Who wrote the dictionary? It's amazing. You could be a professional, but you need to pronounce. How many people say pronounce? A lot of times they don't. A lot of them they'll say pronounce, don't they? They don't actually put the sound on pronounce. Do they? I got to ask, tell me if I'm wrong. The moment they say pronounce. Some of them don't know what they say, do they? So you can be a professional, a professional, or a professional. Folks just make a fool out of it. They let you do it. Listen, white people use this stuff at their convenience. Don't try to, and you know what bad? They got your mind so that they taught us so long that when you see something, you automatically stuck on. That's just wrong. Because I know I've been taught better. You're right, that's been a good slave. The wrong people educated in the first place. Why you think they're going to teach you how to spell something right? When you're dealing with a language that's going to be influenced from India. This is why you didn't know about Indo, because it's going to deal with Indian. It's going to deal with India. It's going to put you right back to some more kids of Kush now. Listen, let's finish up the book of By the Sheep, 10th chapter. Listen.
And the sons of Cush, Seba, and Havilah, and Sabta,
You know
and
what's amazing
Raamah.
about that? Why you going out? We talked about this. We talked about that. You heard those names. The name that they're actually going to give you for the sons of Cush. These are the sons that they actually going to give you. I didn't tell you they were right, because this is where it's going to put you back at India. Here, it's going to put you at India. Yes, it is. Damn. I put the U on there because that's what they'll later become, Hindu. And you start to deal with their story, you start to deal with them because their stories, they foolishness anyway. You deal with these right here, this is going to actually put you with the Arabs. This is where your Arabs come from. Now, don't take these names. I'm just telling you how they just make a fool out of you anyway. They're going to change these names. They're actually going to tell you that the two sons he had were actually named Hind and Sin, which they're going to tell you, actually, this is where India, the people of India come from. They're going to tell you this is where the Arabs are the people that actually named India. That's how you come up with your name on India. Actually going to deal with the Arab. Look at those people. They look Arabian. You know why they look white? They look Arabian? Who know why? Because these bastards, this is where they came in to conquer in the 1700s. That's where they came and conquered, through India. They mix with the Indians. That's why you find them looking just like the Pakistanis. You put an Indian and a Pakistani guy, you can't tell whether you're just lying. Because they mix with them. The Aryans, actually, when they came in, became darker. These people that are in India, those white people, are Aryans. They mixed with them when they came in and invaded. That's all you find. You find them, that white, them Dairy Queens. They Aryans. They don't tell us no better. You sit around thinking all these people, somebody, ain't none of them worth a damn. The Aryans came and mixed in with them. That's why they became light. When the Aryans came in, everybody that was in the coast of the land of India were actually Kush, dark. When they came in, they actually made them lighter. That's how you find everybody in that Middle East, over in that area, you'll find all those people, the ones that run and dominate are all light-skinned. We all been in the sea, it's black people that's over there. But who run it? The Aryans. The Aryans. They came in and mixed with them. That's where they came down and conquered. From north, they came in from North Russia. That's amazing. Let me say something. I got my mind running. Hadassah. Was it the 9th chapter that give us his coastland? Let's see what it talks. Is it the 9th chapter? Should tell about his reign, about his kingdom. Let's just hear about his kingdom. What chapter? Is it the 9th chapter? They give us the region of his kingdom. Down, what, 9 and what? 17. Help me out.
Chapter 8.
Chapter 8. I've been asked you, was it 8? What verse I want? 17, 20?
Verse 9.
Verse 9? Oh, well. Chapter 8. Give me verse 7. If that heat don't turn it, heat down off. Down off one of that thing, warming up in him. Some of y'all got low blood. I don't know why y'all don't take now. It really not cold like that at all. The ones y'all that cold, honestly, y'all sick. It is, because it's really, I mean, y'all agree it's not cold in here. It is warm in here. It's toasted warm in here. I'm simply like done bum about the melt. I feel like Frosty the Done Snowman on Miami Beach. I just need some bikinis right now. Isn't that right? Know what they call Frosty Snowman after he sat out there at Miami Beach for 20 minutes? Ice Cube. Y'all let it marinate. See that? You said that thing marinate, that thing come back to him. Let's do this then. 999,820 and a half. Then I got y'all. Huh? Yeah. You heard Hayward tell you said that's delusion. I'm sick of you, Hayward. They got a movie coming out I want everybody to watch too. It's going to be very interesting. It's called The City Worker Killed at QT. Apparently they put some kind of poison in the churro, the little thing roll around on them. So y'all just be looking for it. Probably be a pretty good one. Hayward told me he seen it. He told me I hated it. Listen. Hadassah, chapter 8 and verse 7. That show didn't think it was that high. Is it 8? I wanted 9. What? See, I ain't that bad off now. I'm simply saying. I'm like, this joker said 8 and 9. I said, that is on way off. I mean, I can make mistakes. I'm only human. What verse I want? 30?
That can't be what it
9 and 17?
That cannot be.
30? All right,
That
28.
That's not correct.
What? Hold on. Chapter 8, verse 9. They tell you about his print. Okay. It's 8 and 9. 8 and 7. Let's see there. I thought you just said, Leon, I'm confused. Oh, okay. Listen.
Then the king Ahasuerus said unto Hadassah and to Mordecai the Yehudi,
I don't know what's wrong. You should smoke that Oklahoma weed too. But hey, can he be saying, can I be? Yeah, that's true. What if I call the wrong scripture more than one time and I see the right one? Can I be saved? Goodness, that's a good one though. Listen.
Behold, I have given Hadassah the house of Haman, and him they have hanged upon the gallows because he laid his hand upon the Yahudim.
Listen.
Write ye also for the Yahudim as it like of you in the king's name, and seal it with the king's ring, for the writing which is written in the king's name and sealed with the king's ring may no anus reverse.
Yeah.
Then were the king's scribes called at that time in the 3rd moon on the 23 of Yom thereof, as it was written according to all that Mordecai commanded unto the Yahudim and to the lieutenants and to the deputies and rulers of the provinces which are from India unto Ethiopia, and 127 provinces, and unto every province according to the writing thereof, and unto every people after their language, and to the Yahudim according to their writing and according to their language.
See that? Those the same place you know now. Ethiopia was going to be the land of Cush. The India, you see that already is showing the significance of those kingdoms. So it already showed he didn't mention Magog and Gog. So a lot of stuff we've been looking at this stuff totally different than what these people been telling us. Their region is out from us. There's a reason why they told us that water was supposed to separate us from them. They came in and used the water and separated us from us. And through their information, they divided us. And we hadn't even been conscious of it. Now, we talked about earlier, and I'm getting ready to let y'all go, the reason why you need to know about the Muslim and their Quran and their Surah is because their Surah 114, 19 chapters, they got a story too concerning Noah's Ark, which they're going to call Noah. That's why you can't put under them. Them hypocrites don't know what they believe. Because their story concerning Noah's ark was that Noah built the ark. I built the ark. Goodness. A-R-K. Now, your story is, according to Cuff, y'all ain't got that yet? Olive 3, something about 19. Other one, you're going to get me, Barbarian. Barbarian, chapter 11. Let's see about 7 right quick. We're going to look at their story, or what they said, versus what you heard and what you've learned. Listen.
By which also he went and preached unto the Ruach in prison.
Also he went and preached to the Ruachs which were in prison. Which what?
Which sometime were disobedient.
Listen, that were oftentimes disobedient. Listen.
When once the long suffering of Elohim waited in the Yamim of Nuach.
Y'all hear what they said? What did it do?
Waited in the Yamim of Nuach.
Listen.
While the ark was a preparing.
See that? While he was in building. Listen what happened.
Wherein few,
what? Hold on. What happened now?
Wherein few,
few,
that is,
how many?
8 souls were saved by Ma'im.
You don't believe what their story real. Their story said it was 72 people on the ark. The Quran story concerning him and El Sarah is that it was 72 people on the ark. Everybody else died when they got off. And it was only populated by the 3. But it was actually 72. When you go and find the Hindu religion, they tell you he had 9 seeds on there too. So he can replant them. They teach you what animals on there, but he also had 9 seeds. Different seed he came out, he can replant. You can't pay none of these people no attention. None of these people, you can't pay none. 72 people on the ark, that's their story. The rest of them died after they got off. None of them repopulated. It was only his 3 sons that repopulated. But it was 72 of them on there. Your book just told you wherein it was what?
Wherein few.
And how many?
That is, 8 souls were saved by Ma'im.
And the significance of 8 for us is the day of our circumcision. At the 11th chapter of the book of Barbarian. And we go back to that 6th chapter of the book of Barashit. He said, you only have I found that was Sadiq. He told him, you're the only one I found, Sadiq. That's why you'll find the correlation of them referring to him as Abrahamic. Because Abrahamic was, because he believed it was what? For Sadiq. So they'll go back and they'll give it to him. They'll refer to him as Abrahamic because he was considered to be Sadiq. It's 11 and 7. Abarim. Listen.
By faith, Nuach.
What?
By faith.
What happened?
Nuach.
When?
Being warned of Elohim.
He was told, you're the only one I found Sadiq. Build an ark. Listen.
Of things not seen as yet.
Because he hadn't seen the deluge, the severe flood. What happened?
Moved with fear.
See that? What happened?
Prepared an ark.
He did what now?
Prepared an ark.
Even though Malcolm's name is not in there, we know, as long as we know. They said Malcolm came up, 3 rusted nails, 3 rusted nails. Don't worry about it, I don't know that. Go ahead. Listen.
To the saving of his house.
It may say he built that to save his house and them other people's on there. Where them other people come from? See, you get all these different stories, and that's what happened. And people start running. People start saying, well, everything ain't in there. But we start just looking at language and start looking at pattern behavior. We don't find no other record where you're going to find these other people sitting on the ark of becoming. The book told us how many were saved. If those people made it off the ark, then we still got to say they were saved by water, by Ma'im, whether they repopulated or not. And the book told you the significance was that those people were saved. So he told us the light figure, whereunto immersed doth also save us. So you want to tell those people weren't saved if they were immersed. They was on the ship, being immersed. They made out, they just didn't repopulate. Questionable doctrine. The questionable doctrine. We had to watch all these people. We got to watch all these people discipline. A lot of things are working. Now we got to start watching everybody. Because a lot of people have played with us. A lot of people have given us our information, and we've checked behind none of these people. Y'all got me? This is how dangerous things are for us. This is how dangerous these people can walk in, take away melanated skin, and poison these people. These people die from this stuff. These people didn't willingly get into these situations with them. They were raped. These people were taken captive. Nobody let them come into India and had sex with them and legally and lawfully married these people. These people conquered them. These barbarians kept coming down and could not defeat them. This is how they came in and got to us. Then they changed names, geographical locations. They drew maps. They gave you regions. They told you what they did, and you never verified none of their information. You've never verified none of their information. All your information has been internet. They got the truth, but they hide the truth. They got our books, our law, and when they came down and they got them, they conquered, they used scripture. They got your script. Anybody know about acting? They give you a script. You're supposed to study that script and learn that script and supposed to be ready to perform it on call. They took your script. So now when you see them, it's just natural they the people. Because it look like they look like they're doing what you're supposed to do. And you just automatically start following up with getting kosher foods. Everything you got have been from them. All your language, all your idea, all your thought process. That's why we're in the hellhole we in. This is exactly why we're in the hellhole we in. This is exactly why they can gun us and shoot us down, because we made love to these people. We came in these people and we told them people everything that was in our heart. Things we didn't tell, as Shamshun said, I hadn't even told my own parents where I got this from. But you told them. Because you know what they did? They laid sore upon you every day. They learned how to do that. They tied you up and hung you out there a long time and beat on you every day. Eventually you softened up. Eventually you gave up. You gave in and you told them. They wearied you. You told all our plans and all our ideas. I want this to be public today. Whether our people wake up or not, that's on them. But you ought to be damned you stay asleep. You ought to be damned you stay asleep, especially when you sit here and you can see that you've been played with. I put it up here. You know why I put it up here? Because I ain't want to just shooting out of my mouth. You can't go back and check. That's what everybody been doing, giving you something. Nobody told you nothing you could check. They've been telling you story, Dick Gregory, all they making fools. I read 40 newspapers. You think I believe that? You think I believe this nigga read 40 newspapers every day? That bastard senile. What's that other doctor who got a lot of information about the African? Dr. Carl, what's his name? Who? Not Cornell West. Not so much, I don't know about him, no bastard. No, Dr. Everybody the closer one. The black man, he be telling about, he was trying to sub these businesses, trying to write up. Dr. Clark Anderson. Now, he's a good one. Have y'all listened to him before? Good, because that Frederick Price man. He's Frederick Price, he's pastor. He's going to tell you enough to fool you, put you right up under Frederick Price. Dr. Clark Anderson give you a lot of information. That's why they got him to Congressman John and all of them first signed off on him again, because all of them pushing Frederick Price agenda. He ain't going to tell you no real truth about no. He gonna, anytime they come to tell you about Africa, you got to watch everybody now. You tell me you're a doctor with me and then you don't win and master this subject and you tell me about Africa. So you told me about Africa, that's why you were starting and you finna rip it down. Clark Anderson is a hoax. You tell me you're a doctor, you went and studied this, and you ain't told us yet about Africa? Why white people say they're Afrikaners and how they were taken down? How the Aryan nation mixed in with the Indians and how they changed their melanin in their skin? You hadn't told us, no, he never told you that. He can get you right up something and go get back to that white cracker and ask this cracker to get, ask this cracker nothing. You ask that cracker with a gun. That's the only way he's going to listen to you. You build, you establish your own. When that cracker comes, you learn how to set yourself to be ready to defend yourself. Huh? That cracker done shot so many unarmed people, it's ridiculous. It's always been his behavior. Huh? Y'all ever seen that movie before? It's a good one. I watch movies, I pick up their subliminal message. When Clint Eastwood in Unforgiven. What was his name? Henry. William Money. Dynamited women, kids, everything. He said, I done killed pretty much anything that crawl or move. They said, you William Money, dynamited kids and women. Went right into the town. And he went in there, he wanted to know who was grilling. He said, I'm grilling. He told the resident to get back and shot him. He said, sir, you just shot an unarmed man. He said he should have armed himself. He didn't tell him to arm himself. This is how the cracker do you. And all his accolades are all killings. But you killing people, you ain't give a chance to get a gun. I don't respect you. You gonna get here, you William Money, the great William Money, you kill women and kids. This cracker ain't killed no man. Or another armed man. Everybody was scared. Look at the movie, how scared they was of it. He said, you William Money? Kill women and kids and dynamite and blow them up? So I done killed just about anything that breathe or move. That's how they get their claim to fame. They billy the kids, all these people. He ain't shot no black people. They had a black cowboy, his last name was Henry. He was mixed. Mixed with that foolishness they call Indian, and our people had more kills than he had. We had black cowboys did a whole lot more than any of them white boys ever. I don't believe none of them. Crackers ain't killed nothing. You know them crackers kill? Bow, bow, bow! Kill time. Some crackers done kill. And they still killing time. They trying to get me to buy them lives. Who told y'all about American Sniper? All I hear him on myself, I ain't know nothing about his. I knew he was lying. When I watched, I don't believe nothing them crackers tell me. This cracker done killed the greatest sniper who was in the Olympics. Crackers always got them stories. I watch them, I see straight through. Oh, yeah. He done killed when I meet God, I'm ready to stand before my maker. Tell him, I know cracker. You gone now. Tell him. I want to see you tell him. I'm going to tell you, if you don't mind before you start, can you let this cracker, he said he going to tell you something. All right, there you go lying again. Tell him, you don't mind before judgment. Let this cracker, tell him what you said you're going to tell him. Cracker telling them, I already knew he was lying. That bad. My wife found the story. They said Cracker ain't killed half of them folks. Cracker been lying, and his whole family said he went, and the military bagged this lie. They done had to go back and take medal from this bastard. Man, you can fall off a dictionary, they'll give you a medal. All them crackers in Vietnam ain't seen no doing action. All the action they seen was raping them kids. Telling them lies. All that much action, why you ain't win? I don't want a medal for an I lost. They about like that joke on the Fockers. Had all them 11th place medal. Nigga, you got a mirror of your kid coming in 11th place? 16th place, they got a damn wall with all his accolades. Nothing but crackers do stuff like that. If you ain't won, you lost. Put that junk on no wall. They don't bear no shame. 11th place medal on the wall. Just proud. They say, you know what? See, we proud our kids. That's how they train them little killers now to take us out. Come to school and shoot us down. Doing losers. Telling them lies. That bastard make trophies. You know he gonna put what he want on them. Even though he lost. You ever tell y'all sin with something you think he earned it? I got more confidence in Cracker Jacks. He ain't got you doing accolade kissing his behind, looking up to him with admiration. No, he tell a lie. Jessica Lynch was a lie. Gave her a medal. 100% disability and heifer can work. Gave her a move as soon as she got and told you she didn't do it. Still a hero. What's that white boy bird dog? Walked out deserted in the middle of war. That's treason. Traded out 3. What's the policy you have? What's the policy? What is the policy? Them bastards negotiate all the time. Gave her 3 known-head Taliban killers, according to them, just to get that one white boy named Bird Dog. Well, I need a dog. All he worry about is a bird. He ain't worth a damn. I need a bird to track something down and kill it, trap it. Bird Dog can't even hunt. Soon they got the white boy back. Whole town, first thing they did right now, paint the whole town red and blue. Homecoming for Bird Dog hero. They said, well, he walked out the base. That's just got a midnight and left. Ain't never looked healthy before that. Nigga in the car, they open the car, they go like, this is what bad though. Ain't no tent on the window. They open the door, they said, I've been gone 3 years. Ain't nobody got sense. You in a car with windows. How the way they open the door, the sun done blind you. Line cracker. Should have put one right behind his head right now. We don't even know we've been insulted. Walk off the bed. They ain't anybody know that man us. They lied up the whole time. He bad, but we want to get him back. You know what you were doing. That white boy somewhere laying up drinking Kool-Aid. Drinking beer, raping black women. Sleeping with kids. That's only they got him back. Tell you anything, they ain't going to let him go. Just like Oliver North, he should be in prison. They have to help set up Rick Ross, and they don't say he ain't got that money and funded the country and gave away United States military doing tanks, weaponry, ammunition, and the best of the hero, Colonel Oliver North. Call that nigga Colonel Cohen. Sorry, bastard. You don't even know they been insulted by these crackers. Sick of it. All right, I gotta get in that y'all come on here. But I feel better when I talk about them. I didn't feel good at first, but I feel pretty good now. Once I get to you, bastard and damn, all them kind of words, I just feel like pressure off of me. Damn them bastards. That's right. Woo, I feel good. I feel all right. I'm sick of it. Yeah. People stand there jump retarded how they treating us. Yeah. We ain't got no rights. Let's write for this song. We sitting in our land that we traveled. We were here before they came, and we sitting down abiding by their laws. Lord, that would never put him, we got him. They didn't establish no law. We had laws. The land was rich before we ever seen these white folks. These white folks come here, they ripped it of all the resources, all the natural resources, out of all the energy, all the profitability. They stripped it of everything. They don't strip, listen, they have wiped out animals. They have almost extinct our people at one time, but Yahuwah saved us. They would extinct us if it weren't for Yahuwah. Wouldn't be but 5 good niggas if it weren't for Yahuwah. They ain't never satisfied. Their whole claim to fame is destroying everything. Kill, steal, destroy. Life ain't nothing. They can go fix their front yard up. They can do what they want. Wash their car. They know they murderers at heart. Just murderers, just conniving. How you take a man? I was telling just about it. Nothing in me makes me go out and get white babies or a white handicapped person and take a hanger and put them behind and take my foot and stomp it through them. If you ain't done nothing to me, I ain't got no problem with you. I don't care. Long as you ain't in my space, long as you ain't bothered nothing belong to me, you ain't got no problem with me. But once you cross that line, I don't give a damn about nothing you got. Once you cross that line, everything you got is destroyable to me. Y'all got me? But I just can't imagine that. I just can't imagine just going ahead and just grabbing innocent white people who've done nothing to me, who had no issue with me, and just start killing them. They can do that to you, though. It's so deeply seated and embedded in them. Until you break that behavior in them, they ain't going to stop. Some behavior, you got to break it. It's like a bad child sometimes. You got to learn how to break them. You can't give in to them because it'll get worse. You know what we did? We did like white people do, try to keep talking. That's the thing you do. If your child being bad, you got a bad child, you just keep talking to them. And you know what they'll do? They'll get worse and worse. Get in that behind. One of them going to break. Isn't that right? Said something finna break now. Because I ain't going to let up. So what is your talking doing with these people? Huh? Even your code, even EU said, how forcible, right word. He said, what does your argument reprove? Now I tell you in saying that. You know what the right word said, Miko? Do it again, I'll kill every one of you. These are Sadiq words. I used to keep arguing with no sign. Do it again, I'll kill every one of you. I used to keep arguing. Going by blood pressure, writing up signs. Only people getting paid off of Depot, Staples, Dollar Tree, Dollar General. Because you buying cheap paper. Junk running in the rain. I ain't got time to hold up no sign. I'd rather hold up a weapon. Huh? It better go talk with a weapon. A man respects you, but he look and say, he got a gun, I got a gun. Let me see what he's talking about. You're a little less reluctant to run up on another man got a gun, because now you got to figure, he could beat me to the draw. This can end up bad. One of us can wind up dying right here. But see, when we ain't got no guns and you talking, I mean, at best, what can you do? You can wind up making me kill you. See, when you have guns, he has guns. Now we can negotiate. That's why he don't run into every country. He ain't finna just run in Russia. He know where he got all his troops in other country border. He not coming on it. You know why? Russia talking with, he got right word. He ain't got time all that. He said, where they at? And I used to keep talking. How many letters can Putin sit over him? How many tweets he done sent? Ain't got time to keep talking. I'm pointing rockets. This man is a KGB top elite fighter. Any way you want, listen. The man done beat the fellow who won the Olympics in judo. Now you can send your head man on and let him tell it what he want to tell it. The man all hands on. He said, I do this every day. Every day he practices judo, he ready. The man he ain't got nothing to lose. He not finna sit here and let these people do what they want to do to him. He know these are my white kids. I know how they are. They're poison. They came from him. They're poison kids. Y'all don't know. Y'all don't know about these people poison. They poison the water in India. They poison the water in our region in Kush. They poison everything. That's why they poison the water. They always been poisoning the water. Which part y'all ain't got? Where you think they're learning from? They're learning from us. When Yahuwah went down to try to get Pharaoh to let our people go, he told Moshe, poison the water. Poison the water. Where y'all think they got that from in Detroit? When Aryan, Barbarian, son of the Caucasoids came down, he learned from your script, poison the water. He learned how to head you in. That's how he built projects, and then got you in them, put them up in the structural system you had, you already trapped. What are they going to do in a high rise? Every time you put your project, you always been trapped. Then he put gates around them, make sure they didn't put guards there. One way in, one way. Nigga been in prison so long, they don't even know that. They go move in gated community. You've been in prison all your life. You need freedom now. That's all you've been doing. For white people, it's safety. For niggas, it's prison. Iron Rod Gate, that's a prison. To a white man, ain't nothing. He look at, I ain't been incarcerated. I've never been prosecuted for my crimes. I don't know the prison life. When that white crowd get busted, embezzlement, thieverism, rape, murder, he don't go nowhere. Why you think they let him go? This man don't know nothing about punishment for his crimes. If he were punished for his crime, he wouldn't even be here now. You being punished. You being robbed. You being degraded. They make a fool out of you, desecrating you. Well, that's common and normal. What we'll do, keep shopping, keep buying from me, keep letting them disrespect you. Don't get none of your own. I've been telling y'all that. Where your money at? Where your money at? I've been saying that long. Why y'all ain't brought me y'all money so we can establish something? See, you can't talk like me. You got to go back and get in that crack of faith come Tuesday. That crack ain't finna take you talking like on his job. You got to go in there, get this, so you can do this. Or you going to be, It's funny now. Let's just be practical. What have you done to change your situation? Y'all live broke, waiting for your next check. The man already know you. You ain't moved, I ain't moved you up. I ain't offered you nothing to move you nowhere. You been in the same position and you getting the same pay. Now what did this tell me? What does this tell me? You a happy nigga. You ain't got sense enough to go nowhere and look for nothing better. You ain't got no sense enough to realize I can't keep sitting doing the same thing for the same money and stuff going on other than my pay. What did this tell him? Nigga. You know, we ain't had a raise in 8 years. You know how I would know I ain't had a raise in 8 years? I'm still there. I let Gladys sing it. I'm leaving on that midnight train to Georgia. Huh? I gotta go. I'd rather live in y'all world than to live without it. I'm not finna say him let that man do it. We've been duped long enough. They ain't gonna believe it. They use the term duke. A couple other guys duped it too. Mortimer and Randy. Duke. Y'all remember them? Made a nigga think he had an opportunity to be something. The Duke brothers. That's a man that used that term saying you been duped. You remember what they did? Took a nigga know that one on job that he deserved. Got that nigga, made him think that was his. He said, let me get it straight. It's yours. Hold for a minute. This my base. Oh, don't worry about it. What we paid? $30,000 for that? But we insured it. And it's we already made a profit. What they tell you? See, I already knew if I put you in there, you going to tab something, nigga. So I insured it. Okay. Y'all don't see. These folks been playing you. You need to watch these movies. I give them to a watcher. Watch them. What they tell you that white people have always overinsured. You know when you learned that too? 9/11. When they took down a building that would never hit, and the man double insured them 3 days before they took down. Because I know how to make money. When they gave you the housing market, you know who the housing market took down most? Niggas. They gave you loans you weren't supposed to get at interest rate that were white people interest rate. They let you got more than what you can chew. They knew it was going to choke you later. They overinsured the house. First of all, what whites did to you, they sold you the house. And insured it. After they sold it. Which means I got my money off the top already. And I insured it when I sold it. So when you do default on that loan, on the other people, I also got paid that way too. These mortgage companies, a lot of these people that made money, they made too much money. These people learn how to sell the note and how to make money. They left China with all these bad notes. They sold them to an investor who turned around and sold them. These houses, when you buy these houses were sold 2 and 3 times. Not to another mortgage lender. They sold them on back ends you never knew nothing about. These houses you bought were never even paid for. You're paying for houses that never had money across the table that actually been done or been paid for. Yeah, some seller got some money, but they didn't pay it. These folks been playing you the whole time you been here. They had you struggling and working and scraping and trying to pay something to keep something that they already got paid for at the table. They've already been paid. A lot of whites have learned this trick. You hadn't learned it. A lot of whites have learned how to go and move into abandoned houses and how to take them over. Do you know these houses sitting open? These folks have learned law that you can walk in these houses, inhabit these houses, and furnish these houses, come in, and then you own them. They're trying to tell you about sovereign. Crackers been doing this. Not a sovereign learn nothing. Everything sovereign people doing, they learn from crackers. They no cracker, no sovereign, no red, no booger. They telling like white folk did it. Who you think came up with it? Everybody keep talking about reading no book. This is crack. Cracker ain't got to read no book. Cracker do what they want to do. Cracker learn they get a bill, how to sign it, send it back, and pay their bills with it. You send it back with money. The cracker sent it back, signed it, and said, that's the money already on there when you send it to me. He told you to send it to the federal government. Nigga said he needed to send a money order or a check. Cracker sign it, put it back in the mail, and send it to him with the right color ink and don't pay nothing. And you be sitting around wondering how all these crackers you hurting, ain't got that, how they got more than a heart desire, and because they say here they know a system that you don't know. All you know is scrape, borrow, sit down, and die if you can't survive. I don't know that one. I don't know how to just lay down and die. I got to eat. I don't care. Is that a P or a D on your shirt? What is that on your shirt? A D? A P? He says a D. It's a D, right? What does it stand for? Dollar? Diamond? He says it stands for diamond. A diamond with a D, a small D. It's like a P upside down. It's not an upside down P. He had to look at it. Is that a new style diamond with a lowercase d? I thought you were supposed to capitalize certain words had to be capitalized. You don't capitalize diamond? I mean, according to this, I don't know. It look like a P upside down. I didn't know. It's a D for diamond. Does it have any diamonds in it? It's like an upside down P. You sure? That's not a D. There's no D that has a cross at the top. That's a P, Ivan. Hold on for a minute. Maybe I'm high now. Hold on for a minute. Hold on for a minute. I'm just curious. That's a D? You can't, that's not a D. No, that's a P. See, now, the reason why I say that, because I'm going to tell you something. We got to start wearing these backwards styles from some of these people who don't know what stuff means, what stuff is. They make a fool out of some stuff. And see, a lot of stuff, you're an educated man. You've been to their school and got their degree. Some stuff you wear, see, it'll make you look dumb. I'm better with y'all now. Some stuff will make you look dumb than what you are, and people will disrespect you. They might not say things to you. Some disrespect is just not giving you the respect. You know what they think? They don't realize that. Some disrespect is just not giving you the respect. You think you need disrespect, people don't say nothing to you, but you spend a lot of money, time going to school, went to one day, astute black college in here, Dr. Martin Luther King and Spike Lee. That's all y'all got. I don't know what happened to them. But just the fact that you got to start looking at stuff, that's not a D. I don't think that's a D. You can't put, I ain't never seen no D. Have y'all seen a D with the, I don't know everything else. That's a P. I think it's a P. They told this to say diamond on the tag. Oh, that's the name of the brand, Diamond? I just say never seen no D. They're like a P, Brandon. Do you know a P or D? I'm like, what does it look like to you, Brandon?
I can't really see it from here.
Get up and look at it.
Brandon,
you get up and look at it. Megan, I'm gonna bust that nose, Megan. I didn't want to do it. I'm just scared. What does it look like? Dave, what does it look like to you? Can you do a D with that across the top of it? Have y'all ever seen a lowercase D like that? That's a Greek 5. Oh, it's a Greek, so that's a Greek 5. Now, he know Greek. Do you know Greek? That P, that's a Greek P. You see that, boss? Do you know? Who know Greek? That's not a Greek 5? No, hold on. I got another man took Greek. He said it's not a Greek 5. With that over the top, that's not a Greek 5. What is it? That's not a D? You don't know whether that's not a Greek 5. Well, I got 5 on it. I mean, it might be one of them. But what we got to do, because I ain't never seen a D with that on the top. Hey? PHI. PHI is 5. Yeah, PHI. That's not the symbol, but that's a 5. So, well, yeah, I know 5, PHI. I know a little something. Then I know FIVE. I got 5 on it. But I say that just say some stuff we just got to not let these people put us in a situation where they can not give us the respect due to us. And a lot of times that's what we do. If people will grab some fashion or some style, walk with your crack out your behind. See, in that book, he told you about the people from Kush going to walk with your buttocks out. See how what it is, upside down P? It's called Diamond Supply with an upside down P. I know it ain't crazy. Well, so it's an upside down P. Bryce found it. Bryce supposed to be sick. If he can't come to service, he ain't got no time to be found on the internet. I said something, we sent Zach a picture of himself. He said, man, that's something on the Shabbat. I said, oh, here you go, trying to find. He said, man, y'all sent a picture on the Shabbat. We like, he ain't condemn me, shoot that nigga another one too. We were trying to find out who Zach looked like. We found some of the people. He looked like Tim Conway. What he do? Gene Wilder. We found a lot of people in there. He do Joe Pesci. Don't he like Joe Pesci? He do favor Joe Pesci, don't he? Yeah, he said, look, they say he look like Truck Diesel. They said Van Diesel. I said, he like Truck Diesel. I don't know about no Van Diesel, but I mean, it's all about what you want. It depends on if you look sideways, like scratch your eyes. I mean, if I were to scratch my eye, turn sideways, and snort some coke, you do kind of look like him. You know, it depends, man, out here. But see, he thought that was a D. And this is just an example of stuff. Because, I mean, to me, it never looked like a D, and I didn't think it was. But see, then you tell people that it's because he went with the name of the company. They just show you how people can give us stuff, and we don't. That's just symbolic to what we do, Ivan. We don't question. Because there's no D that has this cap on it. This is us. I mean, I'm like, it does. I never seen that. But he said, yeah, it stands for diamond. But then when you look it up, you find out it's a P. But I told you it was a D that stands for diamond because I'm playing your intelligence. Y'all see what I'm saying? Because honestly, you actually thought it was a D, right? He was adamant about it being a D. I'm just showing you that's how we been. You've been adamant about Jesus. You've been adamant about God. You've been adamant about Christianity. And you know, right the whole time, they gave it to you to make a fool out of you. And then where he should be now is so upset. I would hope he won't wear it again. At least turn the damn thing upside down. Take the neck part and put it around his hips. I wouldn't do it again. I'm like George Bush. Fooled me once, fooled me. I won't be fooled again. You know what I'm saying? But you see how this is how people can do it. Whether it's a black company organization, you got to know when you've been insulted. And then you got to learn to be offended when you find out you're assaulted. Enough that a person don't come at you that way again. Come on. That's all I want us to wake up to. That's the whole purpose of us looking at this day, looking at when you've been insulted. Don't come and talk me about no done in Africa. Especially when I know you know better. You tell me you're a historian. And you know geography. Why are you telling me this? Then you part of the psychosis of keeping my knowledge dormant. Y'all hear me? You got to watch everybody. I keep telling y'all that. The fact that they could sell a man with a degree a damn P upside down for a T. Right. That's how we illiterate. That's illiterate. I mean, come on. That's no more insulting than setting up Christianity. And you know it don't even refer to you. Christ is all Greek. But then they just get so common that they flaunt this stuff so flamboyant. They're just put in your face, sell you a P upside down and say, yeah, a diamond. Sell you Africa and then don't even tell you that it come from Publius Cornelius, Africa, who took the name from Mizraim. Then tell you Africans, white people are Afrikaners. They knew what they've been doing the whole time. We want to know why they won't leave what we call Africa, because he's still trying to show his Aryan domination. He's still trying to show his barbaric ways. He was a barbarian. We heard that years ago. He was from the Caucasus Mountain. He's a Caucasoid. Then we were the one where we call him a cocksucker. Right. So they're doing cocksucker. Right. We were limited on our words of insult, and we didn't even insult. We call them word factual. He said, you shouldn't say that, but he called you nigga. He insults you all the time. He lies on you. He defames you in your character. Then when you call him truth, you want to say, well, I want to call him out there now. You're a cockazoid. You're a cocksucker. I'm about to get ready to retire so I can go away and get my cage till they let me back out. I'm hurt. I'm hurt. Then I got this man education up here. It is. But that shirt is a product of us. I ain't no disappointed at that shirt than I should be about us. That shirt in no way made me more disappointed than I am about us. The fact that these people have told us something that makes no sense, that don't even add up. And if I look at them saying, that's not a D. He said, the diamond. Jesus. God. Church. Same thing as an upside down P, you tell me it's a D. Same damn thing. Yep. You can't make damn out of that thing on this shirt. You got to bam. Bam all over. 999,819 more. I had like a million of these things, Ray. I'm getting ready to let y'all go, but hopefully something was said. Something was uttered that we all will consider. Those watching, again, no, everybody cannot come here. But there's a place. There is a teacher. There is a Raha. There is a Nabar. There's somebody there for everybody that's willing and got a mind and minded to be converted. Y'all got me? It's just I can't take all on. My mental health list is like too high. So you got mental issue. I definitely can't take it. You ain't got no mental issue, do you? Did you get the hook for the song? Okay. I'm going to put you on this list. I'm going to float you. Now, yeah, all right. Now he good. I mess with y'all. But I appreciate everybody again. Love you. Give you a hand clap. Appreciate y'all.